chat or whatever.
Oh, it's up. I got you. Getting it. Got it. Sent it. Saying you might be muted. You might be muted. Or maybe the people on Facebook are just wrong. Can you hear us?
Horse shit. Okay.
Yeah, so your OBS just needs to switch your properties to your mic.
Let's go back.
It's been a while, guys. We got this. We got this.
We're pros at this stuff. I
See
promise.
this. The tech won't win.
I bet I'm there now. I bet you can hear me now. That's a lot of people, Jack. A lot of people don't vape anymore. Mick Rawlinson, boy.
Yeah.
We're no longer just Rawlinson, man. We're Mick Rawlinson, boy. Interesting. What's up, Daniel? Got KBK in the house. Sortil. What's going on? Ian Thomas. Ian Thomas, one of the nicest people in the community.
Yes, sir.
Michael Whitehair. I mean, we're still the same. We're still the same people, Michael Whitehair. Just a lot of the vaping scene's moved on. That's why it's kind of cool to do a reunion show. Thanks to Swaggy Shane for suggesting it. I know he said that there's a bunch more people coming. I don't know how many people are going to show up. Swaggy was kind of in charge of the invites on this one, so Jeff Ames, what's happening, man? Start DIY a few months after. Yeah, and we've all been around forever. This is the old crew here. John Wade. We're not those young hip vapors with their disposables and. What's up,
I'm part of like the
Vida?
newer old crew.
Vida.
I've been here for a while, but I came in at the end of this crew.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
I'm like the new old people.
Yeah, because we did our show together for a couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was we started right before I moved to Spokane. We did a bit after I moved to Spokane, and then I got sick. And then Lumi took over my channel for like a year and a half. And then yeah, after that
And I found a job that was just all consuming.
there's Sister Angela. What's going on? You know what? Did I invite Dimlin? I need to invite Dimlin. Give me a minute. You out there somewhere, Dimlin? You out there somewhere hiding from me? What's up, Joycey Joe?
Flash, your camera is freaking me out. It's like so professional following you, and the clarity is awesome.
He just has the Oompa Loompa there.
Which Oompa Loompa?
Oh, the one controlling your camera.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, the cat's running it.
We saw him follow you down the hallway when you went to.
Does he give you hand jobs too?
My camera? I mean, I
Retron.
paid enough for it. It should. Who else hanging out there? Kelly Bell, what's up, Kelly? Trying to figure out how to join.
Oh, I gotta hit the live chat button
What's up,
for me.
hippie?
I
Cross
could
vape.
be out of the game.
Oh yeah.
Swaggy's in chat.
There's
YouTube does
Swiggy.
a thing where you don't do live chat.
Vape Ross Vape. Vape Ross Vape. Where's V Dog?
I'm seeing a bunch of familiar names.
Vape Bros Vape. Vape Bros Vape. There he is.
I see the V Dog. Hey.
There he goes. Sent a message to Dimlin. Timekeeper, the time creeper in the house. Beatty's here. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, man.
47 viewers. Let's get those likes up.
Yeah, yeah, it's just nice to hang out with folks again. So, Mark, what you been doing, man? What you been up to for the last what's it been 5 years or so? We've all been figuring.
Yeah. Mix.
Perfecting the things that you like, right?
Oh, you have to. You have to. You gotta go back and restart them all over again.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of what I do now. Is like I'll make a percent change or I'll swap one ingredient with something that I think might work a little better, and then if it does, all right, we'll keep on with that, and then that's basically what my recipes are these days. Like
Oh yeah.
reiterations of the same thing.
I think I've gotten the laziest of them all. I just refill this with Swaggy's one shot, and I just pour from this every week, and I gotta refill it again.
This is my normal mix bottle now.
Gotta love it. So yeah, I mean, at some
You
point
know,
we'll.
I think the craziest part about DIY is you get used to flavors and you don't even have to. You get a new flavor in, you smell it, and you'll know exactly, and it hits you. You know exactly what will go with that exact flavor.
Yeah,
It's crazy, really crazy.
yeah, when your sense of smell comes back, and yeah, the, you get a good enough knowledge base in your head. Yeah, a lot of times it's just okay. Yeah, I need to do this and this with it. That'll work.
Like
Um,
my son will hand me like 6 flavors. He goes, "Well, these go together," and I'll just look and I'm like, "No." I said, "Give me 6 more," and then I'll mix those up together and find out what I just from those 12 right off the hop. And then he's like, how are you doing this? I've been watching you all these years. You just pulling recipes out your ass."
yeah, I've been doing it long enough. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's how
Uh,
we all started, though.
yeah. James and Kelly. Addy Tooney. Just plain doesn't do YouTube anymore. Life kind of took over. Um, as far as I'm aware, he really doesn't do much social media anymore. He kind of stepped away from it all. So yeah, you're not gonna. I don't think you'll see him around anywhere
Oh, there's Adam.
unless he's making some sort of a special appearance. But yeah, he just doesn't do it anymore. Singer, Dustin type one each. What's happening, man? Get off my lawn. What's it? That sounds like it might be. Oh, that's Leo. Okay, Leo Berry. Good seeing you, man. Get off my. I was about to say, great name. You somehow wound up with a somehow wound up with a wrench. So must be someone I knew in a previous life. uh, Forrest, what's happening, man? Man, all sorts of folks coming in. Straight eight vaping. Nice to see you. So yeah. Lifa, what's been going on with you, man? You figured it's been you
Oh,
figured it's been around 5 years again, yeah.
yeah, something like that. Just living. I got two teenagers, so got the first one, my oldest, through high school. She's off to college, and my son is now going to graduate the end of this year, so he's a senior. So lots of stress, lots of greatness happening there. I've been working hard on stretching the beard and uh, working hard. I had to transition from one job to a new job because my old job got outsourced to Costa Rica. So I had to go and hunt down and find something new. And life's been pretty good. Um, I was just making my key lime pie recipe for years and years and years. That's about the only flavors that I had. Uh, it just worked, and I was down to 1 milligram strength on that, and I got a respiratory thing the end of last year, and I was off of it for 2 weeks, and at the point of that, I just kind of kept off of it because I didn't want to have anything interfere with what I was being treated with. So I just switched over to some snooze pouches, and it's been good there. I gotta tell you, I do miss once in a while sitting here, having the hand to mouth movement uh, of the whole vape. It did help, but the great side of it, I don't have to worry about batteries being charged with anything. I just grab my pouch of pouches and head out the door. I don't have to worry about having enough e-liquid to go on a 4-day weekend trip out of town or whatever. So it does have its good benefits too, but I miss it every once in a while.
Yeah. And I mean, another nice thing about those snooze pouches, you don't have to spit, so you're not carrying around a spit cup
Yeah.
anymore, that sort of thing. So, I
Yep.
mean, there's a lot of advantages to it. I mean, the tobacco companies finally found their way to really, put it to vaping, quite frankly. But I mean, anything that's keeping people off of cigarettes, I'm
Yep.
kind of okay with. So,
Gives me enough nicotine to not kill people, so that's a good thing.
yep, that's where you need to be. Yeah, we don't need to all be doing a fundraiser here in a couple of weeks to try and get life out of jail, bail him out. So, all right. Anybody else sneaking in here? Not yet. All right. I'm just kind of going down the line here, Zach. I will seeing what everybody's been up to for like 5, 6 years. Jack, how you been, man?
Been good. Busy, super busy, just work. And again, same thing, life, kids. I got 3 kids. So ranging from about to graduate high school to 6 years old. So that keeps me very busy. Kind of similar thing. I probably stopped vaping about 2 years ago. Nicotine pouches, tobacco free though. So it's always a good thing. Convenience factor, that's kind of nice. And again, same thing, gives me enough nicotine to where I don't lose my shit. So it's a positive. But other than that, just been enjoying life and ice fishing a lot, a lot, a lot. Usually I take off an entire month during the season just to kind of fish as much as I can. And that's my other relaxation, I would say.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, you were almost free, and then you decided you needed another one. I'm never really sure of that thought process as far as
Yeah.
kids go.
Yeah, it was the one where I was like, let's sit down and actually plan this out, track all this stuff and all that. And I'll tell you this, a lot of pressure when you're actually trying.
Oh, good times. Good
Oh
times.
yeah.
Good seeing you though, man. Like you would hop in
Good seeing you
chat every
guys
once in a
too.
while, but it's just good to chat with you.
Yeah,
So,
whenever I get a notification that, you guys are still live, I still try to jump in as much as I can. Unfortunately my work, I'm a salaried employee. So always working no
yep.
matter what. So it's just crazy and chaotic.
Yep, I know that
salary
pain.
where they can't afford to pay you hourly anymore.
No,
Kinda.
if they did, yeah, it would be ridiculous.
Yep, that's it's the boat I've been in for a while now. So like, yeah, okay, I guess I'm working, 60 hours this week, but whatever.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right. So Lumi, how you been the last couple weeks? It's been so long since I've seen you.
So this arm is complete. So we're matching sleeve buddies.
No,
And
you still got to get your hand done. You're starting to, yeah. We're roughly in the same shape on that arm.
I got my next appointment coming up. I too am salary. My work couldn't afford to pay me hourly anymore, so they put me on salary. And I'm probably making the same amount as I was when I was working hourly.
Mhm.
So,
That's how they
yep,
trick you.
yep.
Usually the
I
bonuses and whatnot at the end of the year kind of make up for it, but sometimes not.
I don't even know if I get bonuses. This will be my first March will be my first year as a manager, so we'll see what happens when I get my year anniversary.
Yeah, they should give you something. I mean, they put you in charge of firing people, so they better.
We had another one go off on us this week. It was great. It started messaging each person after we booted them out of the chat saying that we fired them because their brother died and they were grieving.
So trying to set something up. Yeah.
Yeah, they claimed unlawful uh, termination. So see how
Good.
that one turns out.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck throwing that at a corporation. Yeah, it's sad that there aren't repercussions when something's legitimate, but then all the stuff that's not legitimate makes up for it by a long shot. So yeah. Anyway, looks like we lost Hippie, so we'll jump over to Zach. Zach, it's been far longer than 6 years. How long's it been? How long's it
Yeah,
been? Like, I think the
like eight,
last time you and I were like on a
2016.
show together was right after Detroit, the first
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I want to say like 2015, 2016, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so ooh, Jesus, close
It's
to
been
10
a,
years
it's been a,
now.
yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long while. I haven't even shoot. This is only set up because I was doing a video call with a client, and otherwise I wouldn't even have a setup to do streaming anymore. I don't. I see some people here have nice setups still, uh, nice microphones and everything. God, I'm jealous. Uh, but yeah, I picked up a job as originally just a technician for a company, a network technician, but we decided to go with Fortinet to replace Cisco, and I'm kind of the resident expert on Fortinet, and so I'm pretty much placed like as the network architect. The IT director wants me to roll out the entire 10 installations. We have 10 rooftops, and it's my job to transition all of the 10 rooftops to Fortinet products and next generation firewalls. So I've been getting ahead in my career since the 10 years that we last talked. I got divorced from my now ex-wife about 2.5 years ago. Uh, got the house in the divorce, which
Nice.
a miracle, absolute miracle. My lawyer was just impeccable. I mean, I built the house, so it's like I was already whenever we were deciding to just put an end to it. I was like, look, you're gonna have to go find another house because I put my heart and soul into this house and didn't get no money back out of it. Like, you can't take this from me. I need, And
Yeah.
we worked it out to where she was like, yeah, that's fair. Like, you built the house, so you might as well be the one that gets it, and the mortgages that are on it. So it's not like it's a free and clear thing. But
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
it's been
walking.
good, man.
She's walking out of the mortgages. You get to keep the house. It all adds up.
Yeah. I mean, she got a house out of it too. We had to do some stuff with the 401k, and so she ended up taking out enough to buy another house and uh, made it so both of us are happy. We got 50/50 custody. I take the kids 1 week, she takes them the other week. So really, kind of the best of both worlds. I get my kids for half the time, and then half the month I'm totally free, like free as a bird.
Yeah. Well, and it's you know, like you said, a lot of times the key to divorce is just you know, just both people managing to walk away relatively happy, and it sounds like you two managed to. So, you know,
And
people,
it was a little acrimony in the beginning. You know, it's always a fight to figure out whose is what's. You know what I mean?
yeah,
What's is whose? And there was that. But about a year after it, we were like, okay, that's all done now. The contracts are all signed. You know, all the acrimony is gone. The deal's done. Let's just get over it. Build a hill and get over it.
At least it only took
yeah,
1 year. I've seen some go on for 10 plus years.
But that's the thing. We got the kids. I got still two young kids, 9 and 10, and so we got 9 or 10 more years to be co-parenting these kids. And it's like I'm sat there after a year of us being bitter with each other and being like, I don't want to do this for another 10 years. She's like, yeah, me neither. Let's just bury the hatchet and focus on the kids, and we'll move forward from here and just put the past behind us.
yeah.
So we have.
Good
It's
for
been
you,
nice,
man.
man. I'm truly living my best life since the last time we were on stream. In fact, last time we were on stream, I think I had a pretty bad drinking problem because things were going kind of downhill. Uh, and since then, I quit drinking back in December and hadn't turned back. I
Congrats.
don't even like. I'm around people who drink. Doesn't bother me in the least. I don't like myself drunk, so I don't want to drink.
Yeah. And that's you know my experience with sobriety. That's kind of what it's come you know what finally what it came down to was just I realized what an ugly person I was when I was drinking, and you know, and you decide, hey, you know, that's enough, and you know, I want up reaching out and going you know going through some group therapies and whatnot. Um, that's what really helped me is just kind of realize, and I wasn't in it alone, and then you realize it gets easier all the time, you know. Yeah,
It really wasn't hard. It was the beginning. There was a few friends that were like, "Oh, you're not drinking now," and like I guess they expected me to preach about it, but really it was a personal decision, so I didn't feel the need to like talk to anybody about it. It was just like I I it was one night that I I lost time. I had never lost time while I was drinking, and I lost time and I didn't remember getting to bed, and I missed the bed and fell straight on my face. And like I
jeez,
had a big cut on the bridge of my nose and everything the next day. And I was like, well, that losing time was never part of the plan. And missing the bed, and then like I gotta look my kids in the face with a bloody bridge of my nose. And it's like, oh, so this is who you are now. Okay. Now, no, that's the end of that. That was the end of that. There's no more alcohol in this house, and I don't want to drink. I can go out. I go out to shows and stuff, concerts and whatnot, and I'm drinking water and cokes, man. I'm having a great time.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Eventually, like I said, eventually you just kind of realize I don't really need it. Don't need it to be a good person. I don't need it to have a good time. You know, and the people are like, oh man, you're not drinking no more. You know, they're a lot of those guys weren't really ever your friend. They were just kind of hanging out for the party. So
I feel like some people feel self-conscious when they see you like, hey, you know what? Take inventory. I'm messing up. I need to fix these things. Some people get like they see that they need to fix it too, but they don't want to, so they,
yeah, it's tough to
yeah,
Addiction's
look at.
hard.
yeah.
Yeah,
You become a mirror to some people.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, like I said, you know, I'm at what 12 years in at this point. It's you know, it gets easier every day. You know, you still have your struggles. There's still times I'm out like, man, a beer would be really good, but
Yeah, no doubt. There's times when I'm like, oh, it would be great to just de-stress right now, have a beer, relax, sit back, maybe play
yeah,
some games. But realistically, I can do the same thing with an energy drink. Uh, and realistically, I love my vapes. I got the creme de la creme. Philip Rock made their creme de la creme into a Nick salt,
ooh,
and
okay,
oh man, it's just amazing. And so I've gone back to like when I need to de-stress or something, I'll just brew up a cup of coffee, grab some creme de la creme, and just relax back, man.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, man. It's really good seeing you.
Good seeing everyone
Thanks
here.
for coming by. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I appreciate you throwing the invite. And I tried to get Pegasus on the line. I'm friends with him on Facebook. Of course, I'm not sure the last time he updated his Facebook was April. And I had his phone number from, I think, when we were in Vegas. And I texted him. I said, "Hey, it's my new number. It's Zach. I'm just trying to see you. You still around, man?" No answer. I don't know if that's his phone number anymore. I can't remember how I talked to him last, but it wasn't like a year or two ago. I had a chat with him, a video chat. I think we got in a stream together. It was a private stream, but we were just kind of, shooting the shit and catching up and stuff like that. I think he lives in Vegas now.
Okay. Good. Good. He needed to
Yeah.
get out of New York bad.
Yeah, I think he lives in Vegas now. I think he's married. I'm pretty sure he lives in Vegas. He has kids, or a kid at least. Uh, yeah,
Living that
he's
American dream.
heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, man. Just like in fact, you know what I should have hit up is have you guys talked to Daniel lately? DJ
Oh,
LSP.
DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, when did I talk to DJ? It doesn't feel like that long ago. It could have been a while ago, though.
I still follow his page and we chat from time to time. And I got his phone number. We chat on the phone. He's still around. He's doing like RGB light installations. So like programmed RGB lights around your house so you can have like Christmas lights and then move that to like autumn lights and like Valentine's lights and like color
Yeah,
up your house whenever you feel like it.
he's doing some HVAC stuff as well too.
Yeah.
Plus he still puts his videos out, so
Yeah,
keeping
yeah. He's
himself
still
busy.
he's still hustling. Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
hustling.
he's always got the hustle.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's the American dream, isn't it?
Yep,
Many multiple streams of income as you can get going.
that's right. All right, so hippie, you walked away when it was your turn, man.
Oh, my bad.
That's all right. Me and Zach, we needed to catch up. So how you been, man?
Hanging in there. Uh, just had my second hip replaced.
S-
Doing good.
So you're ready to dance? Like you're getting ready to
Al-
go out and boogie?
Almost. About 3 more months, I'll probably be able to shake a leg real good.
But yeah, I mean, you're still one of the most active DIYers going as far as YouTube and all that stuff goes, and I mean, comparatively.
Yeah.
So
I hadn't put out a video in probably over a month now. Uh, I joined in on an Advocate for Liberty's live stream on
yeah,
Tuesdays and Saturdays or something, but it's fixing to change because it's football season, college football. So Saturdays my day is pretty much, you know. Um, but I dang sure wanted to jump in on this stream. I hadn't seen y'all in a long time, all you guys. I hadn't seen anybody in a while. So yeah. But putting out a video every once in a while, still, doing recipes. Um, Learned a hard lesson yesterday. Don't ultrasonic clean your heavy hitter that has a paint job on it.
okay.
The paint will come off of it. Yeah.
The heavy hitter, that's the new one from. Oh, who did that one?
Tenacious.
Oh, Tenacious.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. It's been out for a while. Yep. So eventually, I'll probably end up taking my grinder and getting all the paint off of it and shining up whatever's underneath the bottom of it. So hard lesson learned, but that's okay. You got to use it, and it's gonna get scratched up. So
Yeah.
other than that, that's about it for me. Just staying groovy.
As always. All right. Kelly Bell, how you doing?
Your microphone's muted.
There she
Yep,
goes.
I had been unmuted. Sorry, I was far away from I'm leaned back from my computer. Hello, y'all, and probably none of y'all know who I am because I'm nobody. Shane invited me, and then he promptly proceeded to not show up. I mean, he's here, but he's tending to kid transportation emergency, so he will be here shortly. Um, and pardon all the noise in the background if y'all can hear it. I live on a farm, and I am raising some chicks in my house in a giant refrigerator box, and they will be, I'm sure, making all kinds of noise in the background. It is nice to meet y'all. Where are you from, if I may ask, Hippie Vapes?
Alabama.
Alabama. Okay, close enough to my hometown. And there's an Ozark thing happening there. I'm from Sulphur Springs, Texas originally, and it's close enough that I hear that hometown vibe. I live in Washington State though at this moment in time. So been here for a long
Okay,
time.
what part of Washington?
I'm on the wet side, as we say,
Okay.
Mossy Rock, and there
Okay.
is indeed a mossy rock.
Yes,
in
there
our
are lots of
hometown.
mossy rocks over there.
Oh yeah, indeed, plenty of them. Yeah, I'm in. It's basically halfway between Seattle and Portland, in the middle of nowhere. Literally, there's 836 people. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So,
Yeah, I lived south. I
that's
lived
me.
just south of Tacoma for 13 years, and I'd go down to Portland all the time. So very familiar with your area.
Yep. So you saw I'm sure the exit. You passed the exit to Mossy Rock about 40,000 times. I'm sure driving
Oh yeah.
up and down I-5.
Yep.
So yeah. So I'm a mixer. I'm a DIY mixer. I've been doing it for a long time, about 14 years now. I basically started mixing as soon as I quit smoking. And I quit smoking in one day. My 17-year-old neighbor for my birthday gave me one of her box mods and showed me how to make my own coils. Uh, she gave me a whole setup, and I had tried to quit smoking with cigalikes in 2007, and they didn't really take except when I was traveling. I used one of those blues, the cigalikes, and I was like, yeah, this doesn't really do it for me. But then in 2013, I think it was 2011, this neighbor, this 17-year-old neighbor of mine came over on my birthday and said, "Here, you try this. You got to sleep." And I was like, "Over my dead body." And I was smoking 2.5 packs of Winston Reds at the time, and was determined to smoke until I died. And I'm in one day that box mod did it because you all know the story,
Yep.
And it turned out that the vape shop she took me to that day to get juice, because she knew that was the key to everything, um, mixed all of its own juices.
Nice.
And yeah, right. And so we were able to dial in the juice that day too, right? And when I saw, like, laid out right in front of me, that mixing your own juice was like the key to everything too, right? So I started DIYing my own juice. I figured out that was the thing, right? So I started buying my own. I'm a DIY person by nature because I'm a big fat nerd, and started doing that right at the same time. And yeah, that's like the rest was history story. You know what I mean? Like found Wayne Walker, found all of that right away, and yeah, so I just do it on a really kind of low key. I don't do it. I do it kind of on the more local level because I'm always looking for people and like stalking people who smoke to try to get them to switch. So I carry around Caliburns with me everywhere, and like hand them out, give them out like candy. I'm like, here, look at you know what I mean?
That's so sweet.
I give it. That's my thing. Is I give people free Caliburns and get them to switch if I can. So that's my thing.
Very nice. Very nice. Sounds like you're doing the good work.
Well, I'm trying. I try. I do my best. I've basically been able to get about 30 people to quit so far, a little under. And not everybody can DIY, and it depends on where they live, right? Because we've got all these weird ass vape regulations going on everywhere now, different places, and the laws change all the time, and it gets all freaky. And even when they do DIY, it becomes tricky getting stuff shipped to them where they live, and but if they do DIY, they have a lot more agency and a lot more control. So
Mhm.
one way or another, we can get around it because we can use each other to ship stuff to one another, and it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
So I try to get people to DIY if they can, so that they have more agency, more control over their lives.
Very good. Very
And
good. What?
save money.
And save some money. Lots of money.
And save a shit ton of money. That's the truth. Amen,
Yeah.
brother.
Come up here and say you're nobody, but you're you. You're doing what you do. That's incredible.
Well, thank you. I mean, I've been around a long time. I'm just like a lurker. You know what I mean? I don't have a YouTube. I mean, I've had a YouTube channel forever, but I don't do anything on it, and I don't. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've had a YouTube channel for a long time. My wife still reminds me I'm a nobody, so don't worry about it.
Well, I guess it's good to be humble. You know what I mean? So thank you.
So I watched your
Mhm.
channel religiously, Jack. So
Thank you, brother. I
I
know.
loved your
Thank
show.
you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's fucking awesome times.
Yeah, Jack
Yeah, a long time
Jack
ago.
was always running great shows. So yeah,
Yep. Always fun times, always fun guests. It was a good time.
yeah.
Sadly, Jack was before my time, but I've heard the legend.
Don't believe everything you hear.
Or believe everything you hear, and then have a little bit of disbelief when Jack starts speaking. One of the two.
100%. 100.
All right, and we got Rin vapes in the house. Huh? I was hoping that you would be distracted and not completely unprepared.
Why? That's rude. Can you hear me?
Harley.
How you been?
'Cause I'm out, and by the time I get home, you guys are probably not going to be still on. So my friend's in a wedding Thursday, so we're getting our nails done.
Getting
She's
nails
still
done?
finishing up her, and then we're gonna have lunch and kind of stuff. So that's why.
I'm trying to figure out what type of plant that is you got there in the.
It's fake.
Oh, it's a fake plant.
Plastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured you was just growing your weed on the go.
My ball.
Well, we've always known that Rin has the biggest balls of us all. So
Yeah.
how you been,
And
Rin?
on
It's
the go,
been.
grow.
How you been? Like it's been several years at this point since we've gotten to hang out at all. So
I'm good.
good. Nothing.
I have a new
N-
position Monday that I'm starting. It's
nice.
in a new department. Yep.
They finally put you in charge of everybody like they should have from the start.
Well, the interesting thing about that is I think I've been promoted twice at least since we've talked. So I went from a tier 2 to a tier 3 and then to a lead.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically right underneath my supervisor. And quite frankly, I hated it. Thus, this new position, because I was actually looking to leave. But with the wedding, it's kind of hard to do that because I need all this time off. But they approached me with a job that opened up, and I start Monday, and I'm really excited.
Excellent. So what sort of work are you going to be doing now?
So I am I keep trying to remember the name of it, but essentially I'll be working with the automation department. They're going to be automating some of the orders that come through. So instead of having an actual agent process the orders, it'll go through a robot, and it would be part of my to help program the robot because it goes by I guess movement, like it tracks the movement. Like I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's a little bit more technical than what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So some of my knowledge will actually be useful, my degree. A little bit more money, and I'm out of the department that I'm in because I just don't want to be there anymore.
That's fair. I
So,
mean, change is all. Change, for good or bad. It's in the end, it always winds up being a good thing because you get the life experience, and you find out something. If you like it, great. You can stick around. If you don't, it's time to move on. I don't want to look at something like that again. So
Yeah. I just like it's been depressing being in the job market again, like, starting from scratch because I've been with this company. Mind you, they were bought, like they were acquired, but same company-ish for 8 years and starting over, not so fun in certain ways, but I just, if I'm not happy, then I need to do something.
mhm.
But it just turns out that this job opened up and they offered it to me. That's another thing too, is like I have a really good reputation where I work and I'd have to build all of that up again somewhere else. And I just, rather not. All the PTO I've acquired and all that kind of stuff. So this is like ideal. I'll be a new department, new management, um, just something new. I'm kind of ready, I turned 40 and I know it's not old, but it feels old sometimes.
So are you going to be programming PLCs? Is that what you were describing?
What's a PLC?
Programmable logic controller.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's an interesting field to be in.
Yeah, and the good thing about because like I don't want to get too much into my job, but um just a lot of things that have been happening have been making me feel really worried about the longevity of my department. Like we've already gone through this is our second um department layoff that has been going through and they keep outsourcing a lot of it. Um and I just like even though I think my position is safe because like they want to keep me, it's just like for how long and then like where are they going to move me, like I just don't want to have that all up in the air like that and
And
like
then
having to
doesn't
constantly retrain people and new departments and outsource because like I had to train this latest team that came in and it's just been
and then doesn't everybody who gets replaced have that same thought in their head that, well, they're not going to replace me or my department, and then they just
well
come
they've
in and
told
do
me
it.
that they that my job is secure, but it's like that can mean a lot of things. It's like we'll keep you, but you might be moved here, you might be moved there. I don't want to be moved around like with against my will. Like I don't like that.
Now's the
Fair.
time to start your own business.
I've thought about it, but the job market is too unstable.
Manager at my job, so I'm doing something right.
I saw your tattoo. It looked nice.
Which one?
Your latest one. Well, your latest one was like a Pikachu or something, or not a Pikachu, but Pokemon something.
I got Pip,
Yeah.
Oshawott. Pikachu is going right here, but it was starting to get late, and he's like, I'm a little burnt out, and I was like, oh, he's like, we'll just schedule the next appointment, and I was like, okay.
Doesn't it get old being there for so long?
Yeah, you just sit there and play on your phone.
I forgot my earbuds though this time. I was going on like 4.5 hours, and I was like, I want to listen to music right now. I want to do something on my phone, but I just have to sit there and look at the dude dabbing my arm. Like,
I just like it to me, like tattoos, like they're more irritating than like painful. It's just like that constant and I'm like, because like my Momo, it wasn't even that detailed or anything, but it took like maybe an hour and I was just like ready to like leave. So I could just imagine like how like my friend, she got her whole back done. I was like, oh my God. And she got like the water brush technique where it's like the three prongy things and it's like all like I'm like, oh no.
Just make sure you eat and don't drink 2 Red Bulls before you go in. Because when I was having my hands done, I almost passed out.
Yeah.
No.
Not good. Not smart.
Yeah,
It's
hands
the
are.
high-end buzz. It's
Yeah.
that
And
sound.
Godzilla on my other arm. It's like I have Momo here, and then I want Godzilla on this arm. But like, I just know it's going to take a lot of time, and I'm just, I don't
do it in sessions.
Yeah, just break it up into sessions. This wasn't all done in one day.
Yeah,
know.
this
Yeah.
was gradually done because I can't get up. I can't get out of the house until like around noon at the earliest, since Nick is the one that drives me. And because he can't book me until noon, he always finds a morning appointment. So I only get like 4 to 5 hours with him whenever I go.
Right. Yeah, I mean
Well,
most tattoo artists will definitely take the repeat business. So
He loves
if
it.
you're
Yeah,
only
I
able to
really
do an
like this
hour or
last
two at a
guy.
time,
Yeah, because this last guy, like, I don't know. I like the way that he worked, and I don't know. We'll see. I was kind of like more, focused on getting another job before worrying about all that.
Sounds
Okay.
reasonable.
every once in a while you got to treat yourself though.
Yeah, for sure. Well, now that, hopefully, this position and everything, because like that's another thing. Like, I don't want to be all tatted up and then like try to get a job because some places are still weird about that, even though it's
Oh
stupid.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've actually was gonna apply for a good job and no hand tattoos, and yeah, that was out the door. As long as
In
you're not one of
20,
those weirdos like my wife who enjoys the pain. That's just weird.
I am
It's my fun.
weirdos.
Yeah.
I
And she
started
claims it's
Maybe.
therapeutic. I'm like, no.
I started laughing when he was doing the back of my arm right here because I felt it like going down my spine and I just started hysterically laughing. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "Tickles. It's going down my spine."
So this was, yeah, I can tell you this part doesn't feel that great. Everything else was
Nope.
fine. This one didn't feel so great. The hand.
Or
So
fingers. Fingers suck.
yeah,
oh yeah.
all those nerves. But
Mhm.
the nice thing about the job market today is a lot of times you'll do video interviews. As long as you're not reaching up to scratch your face, you're cool.
That's something I have to be careful of with all of these. Like, I just have to make sure my camera is from like here up and I don't drink anything and I keep my hands below the camera.
Yeah, I was going for a suit and tie position with the government, so that was a quick no.
That's such
Yeah,
bullshit.
God
It's all
forbid
good.
a professional, is into artwork and modification of their body. Yeah, God forbid.
Yeah. I ain't worried about it. If
People
you
are
don't want me
weird.
because of my tattoos, then you could fuck off, in my opinion.
Want you.
Yep, 100%.
Speaking of Adam Pillow Cheeks over there, how's Pillow Cheeks Gaming going? It's been so long, Adam. It's been so long.
Oh, I've been slacking. The only the only gaming I've been doing is playing Minecraft lately, and I don't know. It's like only interesting when you're actually doing something. And Bloomy and I are usually just wandering around our Minecraft world doing nonsense. I don't know how interesting it is to people.
Saving villages that are in a rough state.
I was actually gonna stream like 3 or 4 days ago. I was gonna play some Modern Warfare 2, but there was like a 110 gigabyte download, and I didn't
Jesus.
have no time for that. I didn't have any time for that, so
Yeah, I've been
I
doing a
just
lot of 5M.
did other stuff.
What's a 5M?
It's like a role-playing version of Grand Theft Auto. So it's like real world stuff. Like you have to eat food and put gas in your car, and you could pick a job and all that stuff. I'm actually a co-owner of a server that's getting ready to launch in like probably a couple weeks. We're in beta right now.
A couple guys that can work do that same thing.
The idea of having the real world, I hate the real world aspect. I mean, I've got enough real world going on in my real world.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
know
the
what
thing
I
with
mean?
Minecraft.
job do you have
It's
to
where
do
you get to
this?
kind of like, be who you want to be in there though. Like, you could just make it up. Like for me, like I play a police character and that's me in real life. But you know what? I could do a lot more crazier crap in there than I can in real life without getting a lawsuit or
Fair
going to
point.
jail or something like that.
Fair point. Fair point.
Especially me, because I've been behind I
It's
run my
fake.
department, so I've been behind a
It's fake.
desk for about 5 years. So being able to get out and
Ooh,
like get into car pursuits and all that stuff, like that's fun. You miss it.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, I feel it. That sounds awesome, actually. I get that. You know, a whole nother life, right? Whole
Oh yeah.
alternate.
Just be whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
Jack finally gets to bust all the heads that he wants to bust. So see, I see you digging in that trash can, hippie.
Yep. Get them.
Not hippie vapes though. Hippie vapes is a really good dude, so don't bust his head, Jack.
Never. Never.
uh,
Unless it gets in a 5M.
fair enough.
Got a new entry.
We got several. We got RJ down there. We got the MMA world champion, as far as I'm aware. Last I heard.
You need to check. You need to check his ID.
Did
No,
anybody? Ross,
Dude,
I thought we
I'm
put you in charge
I
of
don't know if he's
IDing
old
people
enough
when
to
they
be in
came
here.
in.
Honestly,
I'm
Well,
almost 30.
Yeah, but yeah,
little
but
fuzzy.
you look like you just graduated from high school, bud. Still,
I'm
so.
almost 30, man.
I know.
Dig in the hoodie, bro.
You're still the baby though.
5
Oh, I
years ago,
know.
you didn't even have this kind of fuzz. You had patches because you.
I know, because I was still in the military.
Now you have like actual face fuzz.
Yeah.
He's a
5
grown
years
man
ago.
boy now.
5 years ago, I was still serving.
The same for me. I couldn't have facial hair back then.
You
And
couldn't
now I
have
can.
facial hair back then if you wanted to. You didn't have enough hair
I
growth.
mean,
You could have had a real
Yes, sir,
nowadays.
Jack.
Yeah,
It's offside.
I believe in your ability to grow a really skeezy mustache, RJ.
Oh, dude, I have I'll send you a picture. I shaved it for my dad, because my dad passed away. Me, my brother, and somebody else in the family. Because my dad just had a killer mustache. I had like the dirtiest Joe Dirt mustache in my entire life. I
Well, he
loved
said
it.
at
I
30
rocked
you
it.
could grow better facial hair than I can at 40. So good job.
I mean, it is just now becoming a facial hair. Like 2 years ago, it was so patchy, it was gross.
Like mine. Thanks.
Yeah, I blame it on Asian genetics, because apparently Asian genetics, you have patchy shit beards. So at least that's the information that I've gathered over my life.
I would like to blame it on genetics, but Adam has the same beard my dad has, so that doesn't work out for me.
Yeah.
Or had, I should say.
It's
We
the Irish
remember our
too.
first beard.
If you're Irish, it's all
I think this is my
my
fourth beard.
son is. Yeah,
Fifth.
forget it. It's that red, baby. It's that red. I'm telling you.
So patchy.
I'm just ready for another where we have to wear face mask again, because I can just get a hair clip on top. Just
Perfect.
Lord.
What you clipping it to, though, Life? We're in the same situation. We can't.
I don't know. I'll have to get a headband, like an
Well, that's your
Get
mustache.
the
80s
wig
headband.
glue. Get that wig glue and just put a little dollop on the top.
3M strip.
There you go.
Velcro
Yeah.
3M strip. Yeah.
Oh, the ones that you can pull to release too.
Yeah, just pull the little tab and you're free.
Yeah, Fresh, to answer your question, I've gone through probably 7 surgeries in the last 2 years. So me actually fighting and doing everything I used to do has gone out the window.
It
I still
happens to the best
train,
of us.
but I abused myself, and over the last 2 years of the spicy deja vu and depression, I finally decided to start to actually get my issues fixed.
It's the best thing is to reach out, man.
Yeah.
Oh
Get
God, yeah.
help when you need to. I mean, I struggle with that. I mean, I've lost friends, to that, it sucks. But, one day at a time, man, just know that you're
Yep.
not alone ever.
Yeah.
I still struggle. I go to therapy every other week still on meds.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
PTSD is a bitch.
Oh fuck yeah. But yeah, I've been dealing with that, and then moving and court and all the good stuff over the last like 9 months, and good fun times. I'm now a business owner. I've opened a little business down here in Teja, San Antonio.
Yeehaw.
Yeah. Moved January, February, or something like that. I am now a FFL licensed weapons distributor.
That's brave to get in these days.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I live in Texas now, at least.
So you
I
gotta
thought
look.
about getting that with the 07.
Are you thinking of
That's what I
leaving?
got.
So I mean,
I
it's
was
a, it's
leaving
a.
that golf tee.
I know, right? I did. I told people the golf tee wasn't coming at all, at all. And
Guys,
Ross didn't check
I wasn't
anybody's
going
ID.
to, but I had a minute. I had a quick minute, but while feeding the dog. Oh, by the way, we got a dog.
I saw that.
Saw that. How's that going?
It's wild right now, to be quite honest.
Still got all that puppy energy.
He does indeed. I just brought him back from the neighbor's house. He was having a little doggy play date, and he played for like an hour and a half.
Okay. Are you back from your trip already, or haven't gone yet?
We went to Atlanta at the beginning of the month, and
Okay.
then here in about 3 weeks we leave for Disney.
Okay. I told everybody at the start of the show you were somewhere on the way to Disney or something.
Oh, that's coming up here. No, but since I am here, I'll let everybody know. I'm not going to start shows again until after I get back from Disney, so it'll be middle of October.
Okay.
Where we
Right,
go
so
to Disney?
I may seriously start a pickup show until then.
Come here, buddy.
Going on Disney? Do you have room on your floor?
If you want to hop into the back seat of the car with the kid, and
That's fine.
Hey, there's that Pop. Pop.
Well, the nice thing about
Aw.
taking RJ to Disney is you only have to pay the kids admission. They're not even going to question it.
that's
Dude,
true.
I'll shave for you. I'll
Get
look
that.
12 again.
Dude, you look 12 even with that stuff on your chin. What are you talking about?
Dude, I know.
See? I ain't crazy. Only some.
I
Crazy
know.
Disney adult. I hate to
But
admit it. I had a
I was
lot of
gonna-
memories with my mom before she got sick. She used to take me there. I don't know how she used to take me there because she was a single mom that worked in retail. She might have been stealing stuff. I don't know, but yeah, she took me there many times. So I got like an emotional attachment to that place.
It is ridiculously expensive. Like,
that
just
once
for
in
the couple of days
1988.
we're there, I think it was $1,000 for hotel rooms, and I'm about 1,200 in the hole from tickets
Oh yeah.
$1,000 for a hotel room? Where are you staying at?
on Disney property.
Should have did the All Star. I've been there many times. I stayed on site, off site. One time, my mom got tricked into one of those calls where they say, "Hey, congratulations, you won a free trip to Disney." And my mother was one of the few people that believed them. So we got down there and there was no hotel after driving all those hours from Philadelphia. So I spent the next 5 days sleeping in the back of a Toyota Corolla. My next, I think it's stunning my growth, but I had a blast. we just went to the campground and we just parked the car.
Hey, that works. So sometimes that's what you got to do.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and the time of year when you're going to be there, Florida wouldn't be that bad for camping. It's not too late to cancel that hotel, TJ.
It's already paid for. I'm not even worried about it.
Next time, look into something called the Drury Inn. It's $150 a night, and you get free breakfast and 2 hours of free alcohol. And you could just walk out your room, and it's like a couple of blocks away from Disney.
Shit, I might have screwed up. 2 hours of free alcohol. I would have drank my weight in that.
And free breakfast.
And the free breakfast, yeah. Nothing like a good hungover breakfast and then go walk through the park to spit all that alcohol out.
No, not in the heat in Florida. Nope. I love the heat, but walking around, nope, not in that. Nope.
I went in May last time.
I was going to say October, November, it'll be absolutely lovely. Most of the time, anyway.
Florida's not that bad.
One of the nights should be decent because we're doing what is it? Some Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So you don't go into the park till like 4. It's open till midnight. So, and most of it'll be in the dark and nice and cool.
And that was expensive because those are add-on tickets, which are about 50. I know Tyler too much about this subject, so I'm just going to shut up now.
Yeah, you're right. Those tickets were not cheap, and would it come out to almost? It was like $450, $500 for 3 of us.
Yep.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Jesus.
Been stuffing money away for all this for the last couple of years because Liam turns 10 next year, so I think this is the last year where he might still enjoy some of the magical part of it.
Well, my 14-year-old is holding me hostage because she refuses to go. And I can't go by myself because I'll have guilt the whole time saying, I can't believe I spent all this money to take my kid. so I'm being held hostage.
You know what you do? You tell them you're just taking them to Florida, and then you just show up at Disney. Situation fixed. They don't know.
She's too smart for that. I don't know. My cable guy must have been very intelligent because she doesn't get anything from me.
And
Hi, Ren.
nobody goes to Florida just to go to Florida, dude.
I don't know. I've done it just so I can go golf, but that's a little different.
I was thinking about going in February for the Arts Festival in Epcot. They call it Barts. Yeah, I'm thinking about going there. Nice and February shouldn't be that hot. So when I went in May, I like spontaneously combusted most of the days. The only good thing was I had a couple drinks because I drink every once in a blue moon, but I don't drink blue moon. But yeah, I didn't get a hangover because all that stuff just came out of my system because it was so humid.
Yeah.
But it is very pricey.
Yeah.
Good evening, Greg.
Oh, no.
Was my Lord Wrench here?
All right.
Yes.
Good
What's
evening,
happening, Greg? Anybody we didn't get to? I think I
said that
finally
in
got
years.
through everybody.
Never
Hour
seen
into
it from
hour
you.
into the show, we all had a chat, and I don't know if anybody else is coming. So
Fresh.
I guess we're free to talk whatever shit we want now. Now we don't have to be courteous to each other. So I've been
Fresh,
saving
what?
something. I've been saving something up. You motherfuckers. No.
What camera is that?
This?
Because your motion track.
Yep.
All right. I gotta bail out. My kid is calling me from his watch, so I gotta probably go pick his ass up.
Thanks for
Wanna say hello
dropping
to
in,
everybody.
TJ. It's good seeing you, brother.
Love you guys.
Have fun.
Good to
Love
see
you.
everybody. Wish I got to hang around a little longer.
Oh, that's cool.
Peace.
Like him, I also have to bounce. I have some work to do.
It was great. It was
Also-
great seeing you, Zach. I'm glad we got a chance to
Same
chat.
here.
And yeah, man, it's great to hear
Zach
you're
and
doing so
Jack.
well.
Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate the invite.
Love
And
you all.
like you guys, I'm
All right, man.
salaried, so I'm doing the work for free, basically.
That's right.
Shit.
All right,
Have
brother.
a
Good
good
luck.
rest of your weekend.
Have a good one.
Peace.
Love you. Be good, man.
Love you too, guys.
You're leaving too, Jack?
Yeah, I got priorities. I
Fair
love you
enough.
guys,
Fair
though.
enough. I've seen your
Thank you
wife
for
back
having
there
me on
making.
here.
I've seen your wife back there making threatening throat gestures at you. So
Yeah, they're crawling through. They're doing combat crawls and shit like that. So
get off the computer so we can walk around the house normal.
Yep. And then once the kids go to bed, naked.
There you go.
All right, guys. Thank you guys very much for
Oh
it.
man, I
Fresh,
just
thank you for
realized
having
how.
me on.
Yeah,
You're
it's
awesome, dude.
it's a pleasure, brother. You know you're welcome
I missed
anytime
you
I'm on.
guys.
It's great seeing you,
For
man.
sure. You too, buddy.
All
Really
right.
nice to
Bye.
meet
Love
you,
you. Be
Jack.
good, man.
You too.
All right, that looks a little more reasonable. Did I get Ross? How you been doing, man? I am saying everybody's done. How you been doing, man?
Oh,
You, Ross, you.
I've been okay. Working every day. My company just got bought by another company, so there's a little instability there. So a little nervous right now, but I don't care. Yeah, just living life, vaping. I still vape 3 milligrams, but I kind of downgraded. I am using a sub-ohm tank and a store-bought juice because I don't know where to buy 3 milligram base from. Yeah, but like the other gentleman, like I've always suffered from depression since I've been 17, and I got the good one. I got something called treatment resistant. So that means no pills work. So it's a time stealer is what it is. But I'm still trying to find my little moments here and there. Um, Ketamine has worked some. Um, Not the expensive ones you see on TV for like 4 or 5 thousand. Just the lozenges. That seems to help. I've been getting out 60% more at a time now. The only thing that's ever helped. Um, but yeah, it's just like anything else. It's like diabetes or something like that. It's just brain chemistry. Just gotta deal with it. But yeah, that's why I sometimes disappear and reappear. It's just part of the illness.
Yeah, part of the cycle.
Yeah.
Up and down, up and down. Yeah.
Yep.
get that too much. That's why I made this arm. Like it's just the battle of depression, and then this is the happy arm to go through the waves.
See, this one's my cool Japanese arm. This one's my nerdy nerd arm that I'm just gonna keep putting like. I got snake eye. I got snake eyes on one arm, one part of it. I got a dancing samurai still.
That's going to make me get ink to learn.
Yeah, you know, you get if you want to go get a full sleeve, I'll go with you, Vape Ross Vape.
I'll hold
Full
your hand.
sleeve. I'd have to take out a second mortgage. Tattoos are not cheap. And they're like car mechanics because you never know how much you're going to spend till you get there.
So Rin dropped off. I didn't see her drop off. Bye, Rin. Love you. Be good. She snuck away as per usual for Rin.
I was
But
waving to her earlier.
but the nice thing about tattoos, Vape Ross Vape, is like we were talking about, you just break it up into sessions.
Yeah.
So then it's far more manageable.
Yeah, I have a bunch.
I'm pretty bad when it comes to the tattoo thing. I think about each time I go, it's about anywhere from like it's normally about $450, and then I end up tipping them $200 just because it's just fucking awesome.
I usually
I tip way more, but he's just so fucking good at what he does, and I just want him to know that I appreciate it.
Yeah, I usually tipped at least 100.
Hey, Ross, I have a tip for you. There's a company called nickbase.com.
Okay.
And they've kind of replaced nude nicotine in the States for shipping nicotine. They've got the 3 milligram unflavored Nick base pre-mixed nicotine liquid.
Yeah,
what's the name of the company again?
They're called nickbase.com. I put it in the chat.
Okay, thanks.
He's on his phone. So, Delosi, you can still pick some up from Delosi, VRV. We're far enough into the show where I think we can probably get away with talking about stuff like this. So,
I didn't know that it's like they're cracking down again.
They never stopped. Yeah, the second Life I played the horseshit clip, like it automatically got ticked over to the 18 and over, which I always set it to. I always set it to anyway, just like that. Horse shit. Still the best green horse shit of all time. But
yeah, YouTube is still giving daggone strikes, and they've already given me 2 and took all my comments away on my page and everything. They're really being dickheads right now.
Yeah, like I said, I think all of this will be buried far enough in where I don't think they'll catch it. So
they keep saying that I'm trying to sell stuff.
They can suck my dick.
If you say the actual name of a website, then that's where that comes from. So that's why you say something like Delosi Labs, or you say just Nick Base, and then infer the rest.
DJ.
Meanwhile, on my channel, when I'm playing video games, I'm just freely hitting the bong, and 0 people care. Granted, when I know I'm going to do that, I make my streams 18 and older. Like, I'm not an idiot, but like I've never gotten any crap from YouTube about that. They
Are you monetized yet?
No, I don't have enough subscribers.
That might once you become monetized, I think that's when they start cracking.
Where do you
You're
stream
one of 109 fresh.
Where do you stream at?
On YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Just under my name.
Okay. Lumi, you stopped on Twitch. I never see you on there anymore.
I hop onto his every once in a while, but yeah.
There's been a couple with me and Lumi in the last couple months where we go on Minecraft adventures.
Okay.
Work has just completely taken over my whole life.
I hate to admit, I started playing cozy games.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I've been playing Animal Crossing.
Oh.
I love Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
I was gonna say there's nothing wrong with the Minecrafts. There's nothing wrong with the Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley.
Yeah, those are all like fun, chill, like
and here's me. I'm playing Rust. I'm playing. I'm
I've heard
playing.
Rust. I've heard Rust is fun though.
Oh, it's great.
I'm
Build up.
moving to Rumble, you guys. Do you know about Rumble?
I think I've heard of it. Is
Yeah.
that one of the phone games?
No, it's not a game. I'm sorry. It's an alternative to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we were just watching that, Lumi. Like, when we were watching Olympic footage. That was the
Oh yeah,
other.
we were.
that's
Adam
the
and I
other
were
thing.
watching the Olympics the
Yeah, we
other
were watching
night.
the Olympics together because we realized that like it was on and we were both busy when it was actually broadcasted live. So I was like, I kind of want to watch gymnastics, and she was like, "Oh, I'll watch gymnastics with you."
Well, it
I was like,
also
"All right, let's do
started
this
because
shit."
of that breakdancing. We wanted to see the whole
we wanted to
footage of
see
the
the-
breakdancing.
Yeah, the whole.
God,
We
that was
watched the whole
horrible.
women's,
It
like the
wasn't
entire
it the
women's
worst?
finals.
Oh my god.
You know what?
See,
I don't
see,
know. I
and
think she got
She-
more shit than she deserved.
see,
She
and that's
she wasn't
like
terrible.
comparatively, she was bad,
Oh
but
my
I
God.
don't think she got as much, or she got too much shit. I think I don't know. She's
Yeah, I
just
think-
out there expressing herself.
Every Olympics, I'm like, I want to watch a whole bunch of Olympics, and by the time it's over, I watch like maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's why we were like, we gotta watch some of
It's
this
so
shit.
confusing, like especially when it's a time differential, and like you go to
That
one
was the thing.
and you go to
That
this
was the big
website and
thing.
it goes, okay, this is live now, but yeah, it's just like, yeah, yeah, maybe next time, like I said for the past 25 years since Lake Placid.
I think they did a really bad job, well, slash good job, because they took some of like the more awkward moments of her dances and they made that compilation and they slowed it down in some cases. So on TV in the clips, it looked more horrifying than what it was.
Yeah, because we were on the hunt for like the truth that night. We were like,
We
wanna
wanted to see the whole thing.
Yeah, they clipped and memed her worst moments, literally. Some of her shit wasn't bad. I give her props.
See, and that's another thing I noticed is a lot of like the Australian breakdancing scene is not like what she did, but similar in vein. Like it's not using all those like highly technical moves. You know, you're not spinning on your head like that. You're doing kind of experimental dance, and it's like okay, interesting. So there is something here.
Remember when that first came out? Me and my buddy grabbed a piece of cardboard and put it up in his room, and we were trying to do it to Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah, no rhythm.
Oh shit.
Couldn't do it. That was, but yeah, that was many,
Some
many.
of the moves that chick was doing, I couldn't do. I couldn't do. No.
Did she win?
No.
No,
She
God
didn't
no.
get she didn't get any points for anything.
Yeah,
But
not a single point. She
I
was
think
just outmatched.
she just yeah, she was teacher, she was having fun. I don't think she was as bad as she was made out to be online at least.
Sure, she's gonna be able to make some money out of the deal, so that's good.
Oh, she's getting like some serious like hate and stalking right now. Like she posted something. She's like, "Can you guys just please give me some peace? Like I want to go and just enjoy some time with my family." She had to escape from.
Well, that is definitely not cool. None of that. None of that hate was cool. She was still representing her country, and that was the best they could put on the field, and that's the best they could do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
she was having fun,
fuck
and
all
she did
that.
have some skill. I couldn't do some of the things that she was doing.
Well, no, neither could I. I couldn't do it when I was her. When I was her age or 20 years younger either, as far as that goes. So, props to her for that and for having the courage to do it, as far as that goes.
Oh, I gotta go find ingredients. Trying to mix a vape right now.
I was going to mix.
Yeah, what are we
but
doing?
That fish tank in front of my flavors is kind of a buzzkill.
I say the remaining pro in the room tells us what to do. What are we doing here, hippie?
You do a live mix?
Chilling.
Lemon cookie. How's that?
A what?
A lemon cookie.
A lemon cookie. Okay. Yeah, live mixing, Kelly Bell. Have you
Right.
have you done much live mixing?
Sure, I haven't done it for years, but because I used to do it with Wayne on his show, I used to follow along, but I can do it now.
I was gonna say, a lot of people are real nervous, when you do stuff on stream for the first time, but it's never that bad. There we
Well,
go.
it's better for
Scales
me.
turn on.
I saw on Instagram Wayne is expecting another kid.
Fantastic.
What are the ingredients for this? Hippie?
For a new
All right,
kid?
so I know you need to get
No,
lemon
just
meringue pie Capella.
making your own version, whatever version you want. Just a lemon cookie.
Lemon meringue pie Capella, lemon express by Flavor Express. Gotta get a good cream. What are we getting for a cream?
You know, you could just stop
We
and
don't have
go to
sweet
Lemon
ones. There's no
Squares by
sweet
Wonder
ones.
Flavors.
What was
There's
that,
no
Kelly?
steep. There's no steep on this, I guess, because will
No,
there be?
we're just mixing it and trying it, and if you come up with something good, you come up with something good. If you don't, it is what it is.
Okay, so say the flavors again. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I got a good one. It's really, really good. And I've already vaped up the.
It'll be whatever
I have.
flavors you want, Kelly. I was just coming up with some that I thought would be good.
Okay, go ahead, Hippie. What were you going to say?
I put the link in chat. Just a basic lemon cookie is butter cookie raw VSO at 1%, butter raw VSO at 1, lemon flavor express at 1, lemon squares wonder flavors at 2%, sugar cookie Capella at 3, and super sweet at 0.5%. That's it, and you're good to go. It's a shake and bake. It gets better after it steeps just a couple of days, but yeah, it could be an all-day vape. It's really, really tasty.
Okay, and you said you're going to stick the link in the chat. Is that right?
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Okay, I don't see it. I'm looking for it.
Oh, you mean the private chat? Oh,
I'm sorry. I don't have both of them up at once because they make an echo.
I got
Sorry.
you. There you go. I'll put it in the private chat there.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
To have a really good lemon cookie that people used to make. I don't remember. I probably was lemon express and meringue pie.
All right, guys, since you're getting down to science, I'm going to bail. I'll see you guys in the chat. I normally don't hop in these things, but special occasion. I just want to tell you guys, I love you all.
Love you too, Vape Ross Vape.
I
So
miss you
nice
guys.
meeting you,
I miss
Ross.
every Saturday show and the Tuesday show and all the times. Miss Gizzard Stew. I miss Addie Tooney. I miss the gang. But it's great to be here.
I had the fortune of seeing some Gizzard Stew a couple weeks ago, and it was a glorious event.
Yes.
I want to thank VSO for sending me out the invite. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Then sending me the link. I love you guys. I'll
Love
see
you
in
too,
chat.
brother.
It was great seeing you.
Great seeing you too, brother.
Peace.
Lemon cookie, eh?
That's something that always hits me whenever we have like a reunion and we have like some of the OG people in here. I'm just like, I need a moment of silence for Rye because I know he would be here.
I can figure out how to turn this off, but miss you, Rye.
I can't even get my What are you looking at? What are you looking at, camera?
For some reason. I want to look at Raj right now.
Camera went into the gutter there.
Right?
Yeah, that was correct.
Cameron's like, I want to look down. I want to look down. What's
I was just starting an OF page and the camera's ready.
Literally. You just said that this morning. My Google Photos was like, hey, this many years ago, you saved this picture, and it was a fucking picture that I screenshotted a ride during one of his fucking IG lives, and that, you saying that just fucking that just fucking took my brain somewhere. That's weird.
I still get the memories like all the time with Rye, and I'm just like, fuck, such bullshit.
Yep. Still have our last Instagram chat in my history. I go back and
Oh,
read it
fuck
once in a
yeah.
while.
My last message to him was when he was planning a trip up to see Adam, and I was like, "It's only a pit stop to come pick me up." And I'm just like, "Wow, such bullshit."
Sifu.
Gotta mute your YouTubes.
Swaggle Shanel. Check. One, two.
My last message to him was when he was planning a trip up to see
Oh,
Adam, and I was
someone's.
like, "Stop to come pick me up." Sifu, mute.
Who's somebody's playing the stream?
It's Sifu.
I'm on it. I'm on it. I haven't done this in a while.
There we go.
Where is the money spot for Chemnovatic lemon cream wafer?
Generally
really
wasn't it?
wanna
It
taste
was
it.
it was 2 or 3, right?
Yeah, the median in ELR is 3.5, but I feel like that might be too much. But I don't know. I feel like that flavor is kind of weak, isn't it?
It depends on what other cookie you're gonna stick with it.
A touch of sugar cookie cap and a touch of vanilla cookie FA. But I want the lemon cream wafer to be the main situation in this for me.
Yeah, probably
'cause I
3
haven't
then.
vaped in a long time.
How's that? How's my audio?
Sounds good.
Fantastic.
Excellent. I've been done this in at least 100 years. So it's thanks
Back in
Swaggy
my
for
day.
the thanks Swaggy for the invite, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I've been retired for a while.
we were figuring before the show, for a lot of us, it's been probably at least 5 years since any of us have actually gotten to sit down in a room together.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, since mixing it up is going away, it's been it. I kind of retired shortly after, released all my mixes to the public, and just
Thank you, by the way.
yeah, have at it. and then just happenstance, I want to pick a lemon cookie, and so I posted Lemon's Hope in the chat. So
Ooh.
that's one that I've had very good success with. How's everybody been?
It's in one flavor too.
Everybody good?
Damn, and I actually have all those ingredients for lemon. Damn.
It kind of looks like what I'm making right now.
Yeah, it's a banger. Like the cheat code is the lemon meringue tart from VTA. It takes care of a lot of problems, you know.
Yeah.
The Capella lemon meringue pie is a little syrupy for
That's why I use Lemon Square's Wonder Flavors in my recipe, because it's pretty much all, a lot rolled into one flavor.
Yep. Actually, interesting story. When I was sketching this one out, I had sent it to Wayne during one of his shows, and I had like a bunch of ingredients, and he was like, "Man, you got to strip this down," and you know, and then so I took it back, and then I took a chance on that lemon meringue tart, and that solved everything. So I stripped it down to what is that, 5 ingredients plus sweeten, and it got real focused and good.
Wonder how easily accessible the flavors would be for a lemon cookie.
Oh, you're in your stash, you mean? Like physically?
When I put this fish tank up, I really did not think it was going to be hard to get to my flavor shelf. But it is not good.
I don't know what to tell you.
I have to like crawl under one side of my desk, and if I can't find anything on this side, I have to go to the other side of the tank and then crawl under the tank for that side. Horrible plotting.
Which is funny because you were the one who told me to buy this shelf so I can make my flavors accessible.
I mean, they're accessible-ish once you get past the tank dilemma.
What's funny is I have had a shelf that I had my flavors on, and my one grandson is autistic, and he came downstairs and just
Oh no.
I 800 flavors on the floor.
Yeah, I use these guys.
Ish.
So I write flavor house on the side, and then I Sharpie the names on the top of the bottle so that I don't have to pull each one out.
Oh
So,
shit.
That's cool.
yeah, I mean, our format for mixing it up, I kind of had to do that, so that was kind of the thing, live mixing. So we always, whenever you come up with something and you got to start pulling stuff out, you don't have to dig around so much. And I just got them stacked up right here, like right there, and all my big stuff. Whenever I was, uh, mixing a lot, like I have like bulk stuff in here, like 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 big guys, 120s and stuff in there, the stuff that I buy a lot of.
Yeah.
Need bottles this size, man.
Yes.
It's about the size I was doing of the key lime flavors.
The
Although
key
fresh,
lime.
you can't find. I was having issues finding Key West, or yeah, I think it was Key West.
The Flavor
The
West
key
key lime.
lime, yeah, the key lime natural. It's like nobody had it.
Yeah, I was trying to find it a couple months back and I couldn't find that flavor either.
So you know what I did? I just eliminated it from that recipe, and it still tasted fine.
I think I've made it with because I still make that recipe once in a while. Yours. I think I tried it with key lime from TPA and it was still delicious.
Yeah, but it's that lime Tahiti in there that was really popping everything out.
Yeah, the cold press. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it
definitely
took
what was.
forever to get because they always had to ship it ground. So every other flavor would come in 2 days, and the other one would take a week to get here. But it was all right. I like fine. I can't find it. I'll just mix it without it, and it tasted similar enough. It was a little more sour because the key lime natural had that like lime Kool-Aid type hint to it. It had the sugariness in it,
Mhm.
but it also it didn't gunk up coils such as bad without that one in there too.
The lime jelly candy by Wonder Flavors might be a good sub for that.
The VSO lime is pretty good too. If you hit that with a little bit of the Flavor Express lemon, it kind of brightens it up a little bit. Kind of, it's nice and juicy lime. It's a tasty business.
I like VSO lime.
Yeah.
Now, Adam, with your gaming stuff, I know you were talking about not being monetized.
Yeah.
Have you thought about giving Kick.com a try?
Yeah. I have an account over there. I've just never done it yet, but yeah, it's on my list, believe me. Yeah, people have been telling me that.
Because all you got to do is get 75 followers over there,
Shit.
and then they can turn on the subs.
Hell yeah.
And then the key thing for that is since their censorship isn't as bad, is turn on text to speech with like $2 or $3 donations and let your chat just roast you. But every time they roast you, that's another $2 to your account.
Wow.
And if all you do is sit there for 3 hours and they're making fun of how you're roaming around Minecraft
Oh
like
yeah.
an idiot,
Oh no, I'll play Call of
but
Duty because I'm terrible at that game. They
you
can
know,
roast me all they want.
if say you got $2 donations tied into your TTS and you get 100 of them in 3 hours, you just made $200 in 3 hours.
Hell yeah, thanks, man. I will definitely.
Adam.
I've been slacking on that shit for a while. Yes.
Adam. Tarkov.
No,
Tarkov.
dude, that
Play
game's like
Tarkov with
way
me.
too real. I'm so
Play
fucking.
Tarkov with me.
terrible at arcade style games. Like, you want me to play like a real game?
Play Tarkov.
No. What I want to give a shot is do the GTA 5 mod with the what is it, chaos mode?
Oh, jeez.
Where
Dude, I just
you
did that.
you can tie in the chat, and anybody in the chat can vote from 1 to 4, and it spawns in something that they all vote for.
Holy
So
crap.
you give them like 15 seconds, and maybe Mega Hulk comes in, and it just spawns right beside you, and you have to run, or like whales and raining whales, and it's like whales rain
GTA
down.
races with chaos with the chaos mod on, to where you just have fucking out of nowhere just 10 times fucking speed, and you just shoot off a ramp into the stratosphere. Oh, that one's good. I just did that like a week ago.
Yeah, I gotta get it set up.
I think I got
Okay.
something here.
All right, I'm here. I can't get my camera to work. I give up.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
You're
all right.
here, though. We can
I'm
hear
doing
you.
I'm doing something I haven't done in probably 6 years. Life a year in charge.
Hey!
shit. Horse shit. Horse shit.
Horse shit. From the depths of hell.
I think I'm mixing. I'm not playing that game right now. The plan was to come up with something beforehand.
I love my voice effects on my mixer. I even have it
Effects.
slower, so the deep that isn't working. Okay.
Echo.
There's some
Just reverb.
Well, we can just sing.
No.
I don't think I have any of the voice changing software on this thing anymore.
Oh, this thing's crazy. Like they got like if you see a game and you want to be in the cockpit, and you say pull over for now.
I'll try and find these damn flavors.
These are fun in Teams meetings.
That's what I used it for because I used to train people. And so I was training people like to take phone calls. So I would sit there and change my voice to like a male or a little old lady. And they could not hold it together. And I was like, you're going to do horrible if we put you on the floor and you can't hold it together, ma'am.
Or for example, yeah, I will need to circle back on that because I think this is all you can bleep yourself in a Teams meeting.
The beep makes it funnier.
Yeah.
That's what's the best about it.
Unnecessary censoring.
Yep.
Yes. Totally makes it funnier. Oh man, the second I heard it made me laugh. Yeah. Good stuff.
No, Adam, one stream I did over on Kick, I just woke up the one morning and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have some coffee. And I went to Irish Fest the weekend before, but Tomorrowland, the big EDM fest out in Belgium, was there. And I missed watching the Steve Aoki set live. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna grab some coffee and we're just gonna watch it. And I'm gonna jam out to it right here. And yeah, maybe I maxed out at like 5 or 6 people watching at one time, but I'm like, just get some hours in.
I think I made an account the night you were posting it, but I don't think I went back to it.
It's good. It's the crazy thing about it is it's all funded by stake.com, which is a casino. So if you want to watch people playing slots or blackjack or whatever through online casino, great place to go because they don't censor anything there with that type of content.
I mean, it's the only place that you really can do casino stuff because Twitch cracked down. If it's not U.S. based, it's not allowed on the platform anymore.
Yep. I like watching a guy by the name of Trainwrecks.
Oh yeah.
He'll drop in $1 million deposit, and within 30 seconds, he's bet on a slot my mortgage because he bets 1,500 holes on the slot machine, and he's just speed turbo spins. So it's like 10 pulls in like 3 seconds. So I'll just be watching there. I used to watch him on Twitch. I'd be sitting in the living room. My wife was like, "What are you watching?" Well, just stand here for a second. There's our mortgage. There's our kids' college fund. And there's that. He's just lost $500,000 in the last half hour. But then I'm like, no shit. And then it pops up. He's won a $4 million jackpot on one of the machines. He gets paid by the casino to just live stream it.
Holy.
Yeah.
I don't understand any of that kind of stuff.
Oh.
I've never actually been to a casino.
But the fun thing over there is the IRL content. A lot of stuff like Twitch, if you go IRL, if you're in, say, if you want to go to a nightclub, stream a nightclub, you can't do it because of the copyright. They'll silence almost your entire video. But over there, they don't have the copyright yet because they don't have ads or advertisers to complain about it. So they'll you
Oh,
can
like can you
watch a
listen to
club
like
scene
music?
and what? Yeah,
Can you listen? You can listen to whatever you want.
yeah.
Nice.
You just load it up, put it in your background.
The only weird thing about Kick, it's backed off of their program is backed off of Twitch.
Yep.
Is the only fucking weird thing.
Yep. It's using Amazon web servers.
Yeah, that's
And
the,
it's
that's the
using
only weird one.
Amazon's platform or Twitch's platform for the interface. So people going from Twitch to a Kick stream, it looks the same. It just doesn't, they don't have bits. But then again, where a lot of people make their money is by the donations, the text to speech.
TTS stuff.
Use your Twitch sub over there? Like you can?
No.
Because I actually have an Amazon account now and I don't stream anymore.
Say
so Nick
what?
doesn't have to throw his sub at me.
Yeah.
So I have a free sub
There are
somewhere.
some guys that dual stream.
Yep.
Like they'll play wild type stuff and they'll go from just chatting where they're complaining, and then they'll fire up Twitch on a dual stream. So every once in a while, I'll go over to one of those guys and drop my Prime sub over there for them, so they get that for free. But yeah, I actually have a program on OBS. It's an add-on where I can do YouTube, Twitch, and Kick at the same time, and with my fiber to the house, I can run them all at 9 megabit to each one.
I had to pay to get fiber installed so I can do that shit. Fucking stupid.
And I do have I have the thing set up on my phone so I can go live while I'm out, and I installed a server on my main desktop here that I can hit live on the phone. It uses port forwarding at my house to my OBS that's on my computer here. And for example, if I'm out and about and it can be on the live stream from the phone. If it drops to a certain bandwidth, it'll go to a message on the screen that says hang tight, low bandwidth detected. So they may get like some green fuzziness or whatever because it's not transmitting the highest quality.
Yeah.
And then
I've got that.
if
It's
they,
really good.
They gave this to me when I bought this.
and if they go here when it totally cuts out, it'll
I
go to
remember you
this
saying
screen
something about it. I was like, oh, I got a present. Awesome.
until it connects back again.
Nice. Sometimes I'm like, I want to come back and stream, and then I get off work at like 10 p.m. and I'm just like,
Yes.
I have to go like make tea and toast and get ready for the next fucking shit day. And then I'm like, I don't fucking have enough time to do this shit anymore.
Well, I always get everything all set up. Like I have playlists set up, I have ideas set up, and then real life happens where my son has to go do something for school or what have you. I'm like, if I get a real schedule set, there's going to be a concert, there's going to be something. He's going to need something. My daughter's car is going to break down. I'm going to have to go do that.
And every other week I have to do payroll for 20 people, and I don't work with very honest people, so I have to run a full-on audit investigation on everything. That takes like 4 hours.
Yeah, I just
I have a payroll department that does that.
Too busy.
Payroll department, but I have to approve each one since I have to monitor each team member.
Just give them it all. People need money. Just approve everything.
Just
It's not
approve it
your
all.
money.
I thought about it. Like one of
I
the
said
other
I bought
team
a bigger
managers
pack
was
so
like,
those two are for your car.
one of the team managers was like, just if it doesn't match up, that's when you run the investigation. But I was like, I don't trust these guys to just do a match on match. I want to go in and look at their hourly shit to make sure that they're not fucking with me.
Yeah. The only thing I hated about switching jobs is we're a smaller company, so I manage two different type of tech support sides, and if anyone on each line we do two inbound lines, if anyone is scheduled off for either of those lines, then they're my vacation buddy, and I can't take vacation or be sick at those days. Somebody's got to be managing those inbound lines.
Yeah, I haven't figured out what's gonna happen with my team because we had 3 managers running it, and then they just kicked it down to 2 managers. So I just ate half of my mentor's team, and they ate the other half of it. And I'm just like, I have vacation coming up in September. Have fun with 43 people.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's where you remind them you cannot have a single point of failure. Because
they
if
just tell me
you
to go home, and I'm like, I can't go home.
like you remember my past job, we had one guy that was max support. One guy. He went to the hospital because he had issues. 3 days later, he died because of colon failure. And for 2 weeks, we had no Mac guy.
Jeez.
Yeah. In a company where we supported 1,500 Macs across the world.
Wow.
Wait, like Max is in like
Apple computers.
okay.
Mac computers.
Smackintosh.
Because I know that there's like a Max communication platform that a lot of telecom places use.
Nope. It was all Apple computers. And they have their own language and type of support for pushing software to. So it was a nightmare.
Yeah, fuck
We had
Apple.
3 people trying to learn stuff, and whoever learned it fast was going to be the person that was mainly in charge, but then you had 2 other people supporting it as well.
No, thank you.
Nope.
I never want to support rotten apples. That's a full-time job right there.
It's horrible.
All right, guys, I have to go. It's about to get really, really loud in here.
Oh shit.
Well,
My
give
wife's
it.
gonna come home and blare the TV, and the TV is like right here.
Well, give them all hugs from us, Mark. It's good seeing you, man. I'm glad you're able to jump
Oh
in
yeah,
for a little bit, and glad we got to
Oh
catch
yeah,
up a
man.
bit.
yeah.
So
Shane, thanks for the invite. It's been great. We got to do this more often.
we'll
Definitely
let you know the
more
next
often.
time we're running one. We're definitely running another one here, and then I don't know when, but we'll do another one here shortly, and we'll try and lure in some more victims to catch us up on their lives. But
Yeah, and I'll make sure I have some base around because I ran out of my base mixing what I had what I showed earlier. But
all cool, man. All cool.
It happens.
you guys have a great one, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Mark,
All right,
big
brother.
fan.
Love you. Be
Take
good.
care.
Love it.
Thanks for stopping by,
Go
Mark.
did Kelly Bell disappear? Do we need to put her name on a milk carton? Where's she been? Where'd she go?
Keeps mixing, you guys. All my stuff is in the other room, so my
Oh,
apologies.
She's trying to take over for Shindo's mixing demons.
Right.
Almost done, you guys.
She doesn't have a camera like Fresh that would turn around on her desk.
The fault.
Yeah, like that fucked me up because you had the cat in your hand and it was just like, what the fuck is going on with this camera?
Is that one of those owl cameras?
No, it's an Osmo Pocket 3.
I got you. Our office has an owl, so whenever we do like conference, meetings with other people in different states and stuff, whenever someone talks, the camera points to them. It's like a little orb that just sits in the middle of the conference room. It's a little unsettling. Like if someone gets up and talking and moving, it'll follow just them. And if
Yeah,
someone
that's
else
what this would do.
breaks off of them and goes to that person talking. And then if
Mine's
that
not
person
quite
gets,
that smart.
it's like, oh, it's a little unsettling.
It's one day Skynet's coming for you,
Oh, that was on the 29th, wasn't it?
or as I call it, Skynet.
Yeah.
what was on the
It's a
29th?
Skynet and the Terminators.
The new Terminator anime on Netflix was actually pretty good.
Is it?
It was really good. It was really good.
It's Terminator comic coming out too in a couple months. I just pre-ordered issue number 1.
I was it's like
Just big
one of
fan.
the better Terminator things that I've seen in a long time. It's really
Cool.
I watch that.
I listen to a lot of podcasts now, and my favorite one I've been listening to lately is the Not Another D&D podcast. It's Brian Murphy, Emily Axford, Jake Hurwitz. They're all from the old College Humor site. It's called Dropout now, and it's fucking hilarious. Oh, Caldwell Tanner, another guy, but it's fucking hilarious because they're all basically improv comedians playing Dungeons and Dragons, and the shit they come up with. I just laugh and laugh and laugh.
I watched that interview with John Bernthal and the person who plays Karen Page from Daredevil,
That was a great interview.
and she like starts bringing him down the D&D lane, and I was just like, wow, I can tell why you're a dungeon master.
She's very good at just do.
I love that shit. Like watching them just be fucking nerds. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I love that.
Well,
yeah, it's like
I
watching
love that
Henry
sort of
Cavill
thing.
talk about Warhammer. It's
Oh god,
Oh yeah,
God.
I love it
playing
because
that
you can
last
tell
night.
it's adults actually having fun. That's
Yeah.
what I like. Instead of just sitting there and sitting there on a stream and just kind of doing the dead baby doll eyes for 12 hours while they're reacting to something or playing some game. So, but
What, Larry?
I love it.
You say where the fuck is Capella at?
Oh,
something.
Your
Where the fuck is the mute button?
Your gecko stole your Capella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grogu
No,
took
my
off
fucking
with his
VSO flow.
clothes.
Did you find it?
No.
Why'd you gotta lose?
Yeah, why you gotta
Because
be
I have
losing
an
stuff,
uploaded
Larry?
VSO and I can't find it.
Swaggy,
you-
you're a little bit on the quiet side.
Probably.
We haven't seen how
Hello.
Swaggy Shane has been. How have you been, Swaggy Shane?
How have I been? Since when? I'm not too shabby. I'm not too shabby.
Since we all have been together like this, how you been?
Well, I mean, we're talking like people from 10 years ago. So, I mean, I guess everybody here is, well, except for Leafa. It's been a while since I've seen Leafa.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, it's good to see all the people. I sent out a lot of messages. I was hoping to see a few more old faces in here, but I know Christine, Beauty and the Vape, was going to be here, but
She was
she
going to
has,
surprise me? You son of a
yeah.
gun, Beauty.
But she has custody of her grandson right now, and it was something relatively new, and there's a big, huge thing going on right now, so she couldn't make it. But and like Sigurd said, I even sent a invite to Grim Green, so I sent out to a lot of people. But I mean, relatively short notice, a week, but you know, for the bigger guys, they probably needed a bit more notice. But me, I've been doing fairly well. Just trudging along, helping Lumi make bad decisions.
Horrible decisions.
According
You
to
know,
her.
this is
It'll
the
be fun,
first
they
time.
say.
This is the
But it
first
is
time
hilarious to watch.
I've ever heard Shane's voice.
Really?
In 10 years of doing this. This is the first time I've ever heard your voice.
Really?
Yeah.
I was on the first I'm No Joe. You didn't watch
Oh
that?
God. Oh God. Man, you're going to a point where that was peak alcoholism.
I mean,
You're going to a point that I don't remember like at any of that year.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to talk about alcoholic fifth graders, but it is a reality. And RJ, when the first
fourth grade.
fourth grade when I'm No Joe came out.
Yeah, I was
I mean
fourth
there
grade.
there is a reality to it, and RJ's living proof, having come this far. And yeah, alcoholism takes a toll on you. Takes a toll on you.
You know, Mad Dog and Night Train were pretty cheap back then.
Dude, oh God, Mad Dog 2020 is making a comeback.
It is.
I'll never
I'm
forget that.
sure it is.
I saw it
It's
on a
making a
shelf and
comeback.
I saw it on a shelf. I passed by and I stopped and I was like,
They have it
It's
in
making
cans
a-
now.
ick so bad. I was like, oh.
It's everywhere down here in Texas, man. It's
Yeah.
everywhere.
I saw, and I did see Zine a
Yep.
while back, too. I was like, oh my, like I just kind of.
Zima was my all-time favorite drink ever.
I love it, dude.
Echo
Did you
Dub's taken
hear?
off to go be the main event of a music festival. So love you, brother. Be good. Yeah, next time make sure you hop in, man. Miss you. Miss you. Love you. Be good.
Yeah, I remember I have a very few one-liners that have made people chuckle or spit out drinks. And I remember one was Leafa with his nice big sign. We're about to start a stream and he mentioned it was some kind of a day. And I was like, isn't that every day? And just watched him try to not spit out his stein all over the place.
I have explained the whole fireball incident to a couple people.
We actually watched
Downing
it a few months ago.
Downing that entire bottle in an hour and a half.
And then your camera on the floor with you on the floor.
That's one of the stories that we talk about often.
And then you hear my wife going, I don't know how to shut it off.
I remember like a month or two later, I did one of TJ's shows, and it was a drunk Saturday show, and I slammed like 19 IPAs. I was like 9.8%, and me and you were yelling at each other.
Yeah.
I'd have been in the hospital after that. Gee.
Remember that? 'Cause you were trying to say you could hold down with Leaf, and I was like,
dude, I was trying my best, but I was fucked.
Yeah, and the worst thing is my wife hated it the next morning because I just woke up on the couch. I'm like, oh. And I looked, and there was a monitor on the floor, and she's like, "You don't feel any of that?" Nope. Sorry.
You got a winner.
And like I'll go to Irish Fest and I'll be mixing everything from whiskey to vodka drinks to Guinness to what have you. And she's like, I hate you. About,
He takes a
there's
drink.
two ways that she hates me, that I can mix all of that and not feel anything the next morning from a hangover. And also, a few years ago, she developed where if she has a single drink of alcohol, she gets migraines. And they're not nice ones. They're like ones that could trigger like 2-day long migraines.
What'd you make, Adam?
I'll show you.
That's my line.
Guys, I pasted my recipe. It's nothing at all, unfortunately, like what you told me, Hippie, because I cannot find my I can't find my VSO anyway. You'll see. I couldn't find anything I needed. So I just gave up and mixed whatever I thought. And it's in the recipe is there in it's not a public link, but if you have the link, you can get in.
It won't let me look at the link.
Yeah, it won't let me look at it. I already tried to click on it. It won't let me look at it.
Well, we'll just make it public then. Fuck it. Sorry. Oops. 18 and up. Sorry.
I got the uh-oh.
Oh, you don't have to say oops when it comes
right.
to swearing around me.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is 18 and up.
Oh, we were 18 and up within about the first 45 seconds of the show, so no worries.
It's visible. It's a public now.
You've
So.
already left? Oh, okay.
Well, we used to run one of the dirtiest shows on YouTube. I try and behave myself a bit when I'm on the Saturday shows, but
I'm not suctioning any more dildos to my forehead. That shit hurt.
it was very amusing, and the red mark that it left was quite spectacular for several minutes.
For several days, it was still there. In team meetings, I had to like.
You just put a hat on.
Yeah, if you think
should all be able to get
even
in
longer ago, there used to be really dirty shows on Saturday nights.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, Fluffy McMuffin actually, he was one of the ones that started Derailed, and he actually messaged me back and he said he had plans for today, but if he didn't, he would have been here to talk to everybody.
I miss Fluffers.
Yeah, it's been a seriously long time since I've seen him.
Yeah, he's
that's like
good.
The clearest
dude.
I've ever heard you sound, Swag, right there, just now.
He's right up on that mic. What's up, buddy?
Well, yeah.
Do we have to get you a Shure mic, Swaggy?
No.
Gotta get him a nice condenser.
My son decided he wants to run a Minecraft server for all of his buddies. He was supposed to bring my computer back here. He didn't. I'm using my laptop. My laptop has shitty audio. Apparently now it has shitty video. So, and on top of that, my daughter is in like 500 bazillion different things. Have to do logistics for her because she's a majorette. So we had to figure out how to get her and her friend to this place and ended up. So that's why I was late.
It's in your tool bag. I'll mute the camera for a second.
So my mix was I kept it nice and simple. I did 3% of the lemon cream wafer because that's a cheat code on. That's just plain a cheat code on when you're making a lemon cookie. I thought about throwing some some lemon sour from VTA, but you can't really get it anymore. So I decided not to do that. Then I added Inawera biscuit, just at 1%. Once this steeps out and that little bit of spiciness kind of backs off, this will be relatively delightful. And then I just threw 1% of custard premium in, just because it smooths things out so nicely and gives you that extra rich buttery taste. So I will
like
have
the combo of,
an extra buttery lemon cookie here in about 3 to 5 days or so.
I always like the combo of biscuit and CP. That's a
Yeah. It's a fantastic combination. You can just vape those two by themselves. It's quite lovely.
Try my madness.
I wonder if I have that wafer. It's ELR is telling me I don't have the cream wafer, but I'm pretty sure I bought that.
I thought I had it. I can't find it.
Oh,
Y'all get
that's
into
what.
that link, okay? By the
I
way,
had a little baby bottle of it.
Yeah,
What
now
was that,
you.
Kelly?
were y'all able to get into the link? Okay.
Yeah, it works
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it.
now. It looks good.
Really happy. I can't believe it. It turned out just awesome, even off the shake. I thought I'd need to steep this, but it's great. I mean,
See,
I'm happy with it anyway.
That's the thing about live mixing on shows, Kelly. You just go with what you know. Just gotta trust your knowledge. You've been mixing. I believe you and Rin Vapes and what was her name? Flavor Pro, Jennifer Jarvis, all started the mixing scene in a garage in Ohio somewhere. I still make that joke to this day, because Rin was mixing like as soon as vaping started. Like one of the first doing mixing stuff on YouTube. Then of course Flavor Pro. I took a lot of inspiration from her.
Once I found out it was possible, I was like, "Holy shit! Let me get into this! Oh my god, you can make your own."
Yeah,
I know, right?
Laboratory to do this shit.
I'm
Did we ever
spending
get
75
to,
cents a bottle instead of $30. What?
Oh my god, yeah. My girlfriend at the time was spending so much on commercial liquid, and that was 2014, 15. So it was like premium e-liquid in glass bottles at a premium price, $1 a mil and shit. It was
How I
like
started. Like
times were rough.
my wife was in love with Turkish harvest. And she liked the big device, and I just could not keep doing it. So I got stuff to try to clone it.
Yeah.
And that's how I got started.
Yeah, we got into sub-ohm around that same time.
Yes.
Me and the girl, and you were just plowing through juice, and it's like, there's got to be a cheap way to do this.
Yeah, I was calling her vape dog for a while. Like, she was vaping more than me, and I was like, "Hey, I got like 10 devices. You have the one, and you're
Yeah, she used to send me videos of like, "Hey babe, check out this coil I built," and then she would like rip these fucking clouds, and I'm like, "Oh my god, what are you doing? That's all our juice."
This is the coil top.
She's like, "Hey, I was watching Rip Trippers. I learned how to build a sleeper coil. Check this out." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Sick kid.
Like, she was into it for a while. It was kind of cool. I was actually surprised that she got
I
into it.
still have access to that.
What is that?
Fresh. I have the lemon wafer
braid?
cream type.
I found the fucking bags of braids that you sent me like 3 fucking years ago.
Better use them, motherfuckers.
Lemon wafer cream type, is that the one by Mullenberry?
That's the SSA. I knew I had some type of lemon
the
wafer.
SSA.
Yeah, the SSA one.
It's pretty similar. It's the same company under a different name. So
Really
like you, I don't know what I'm going to do whenever I can't get that lemon meringue tart from BTA.
Jersey Force Life said DIY e-juice has a lot of BTA under their new name, Impact flavors. So apparently we're just waiting for them to release here stateside. Bull City Flavors, if you're out there somewhere, I needs me that sweet cream.
I need my bar back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Swaggy's been working on another cream, another milk for us to eventually, hopefully, have.
What milk are you doing, Swaggy?
Well, the original milk had a specific constituent inside of it that was from Ukraine, and we obviously know what's going on in Ukraine. That became unavailable to me, and I've been formulating. It's obviously milk is going to be a difficult thing just in and of itself. It's I kind of found a miracle ingredient. And since that miracle ingredient is gone now, it makes it significantly more difficult. Since I deal primarily in natural extracts, I'm not sure how much so sometimes a specific ingredient isn't just a specific ingredient. If all right, so blueberries, I just take blueberries and voila, you have the end product. That's not always the case with everything. So obviously, like butter, for instance, you don't just take butter and throw it in something and extract it. It's a combination of a lot of things, but they're still natural extracts. You just mix them together to taste like butter. So obviously, you can't just put milk inside of something and extract it. So slowly but surely, I think I have one that maybe I'll send out to some people. It's just so difficult right now. Just because
a tester.
Yeah.
So I found it, but it's $23 for a 60.
I'll be your guinea pig.
What, $23 for 60 of what?
Of the lemon meringue tart by Impact Flavors.
Wow. That's expensive.
Oh no, the lemon cream wafers by Chem Novatic.
Yeah, no, I was looking for the lemon meringue tart because I haven't.
Oh, lemon meringue tart. Well, it's
the VPA. It's I haven't looked at it in a
that's
while.
That's also probably $23 Canadian, so it's really only about 75 cents. Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Let's see. Yeah, 18 weeks. That's still. Thanks. I didn't realize that VTA had changed to Impact Flavors.
I didn't either. So.
No. So is the word on the street is that they're going to keep going and we'll be able to get these things again in stateside, or?
I'm hoping so. I mean, if they're in Canada, they should certainly start looking at us.
One day they were just gone from Bull City. I was like, all right. You find it's kind of like what Swag is saying. It's like you find your secret ingredient that you just love and it works so well, and then poof, it's gone.
It took out 99% of my mixing.
Yeah, all them boozy flavors. It's, those were all in Larry's freaking holster, ready to whip out at a moment's notice.
Oh wow! I didn't realize they had. They got.
City's going to have them eventually. That's just they got to get this consolidation, the merger and acquisition thing to settle. I mean, I'm not speaking for Bull City. I don't know jack shit. Forget what I said.
Waiting on paperwork, the data sheets.
They have Recca flavors too at DIY. ejuice.com in Canada. I didn't realize that too.
Yeah, somebody told me that a couple months ago. There was a couple of those I wanted to try actually. The Reccas mostly for pod vapes.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've been
really useful in pods.
I'm so far removed from the game these last year, almost.
Yeah, I haven't bought flavors in forever, and the only thing I really am considering purchasing is re-ups on some stuff that I'm getting low on. Old staples and classics that I know I love.
I still make some liquids for some coworkers and my wife and my family members, but but keeping up
make
with
a fair amount of pod flavors actually because of that previously aforementioned people that I convert, and because I'm giving them all Caliburns, I wind up right it's because I'm giving them pods that I mix for pods some of the time. And also because my son switched with a Jewel, and then he hated the way the flavors, I mean, there are no flavors and they suck. And then he tasted mine and wanted flavors that were as good as what I have. And I'm like, dude, they're not gonna be, because you're vaping off the freaking Jewel. And I got him to switch to a Caliburn finally. So now he's at least hooked on a Caliburn. And which of course he blows up on the regular, and I have to keep sending him new Caliburns, but he won't switch off the Caliburn to an open systems mod. So I have him, well, I mean, it's kind of open systems, but you know what I mean. I can't get him to switch to a better device. So not that Caliburns are bad, but you know what I mean. He doesn't want to mess with it is the problem. He just doesn't want any, he just wants to plug that sucker in and move on. And that's cool, but I have to make juice for him. So I'm always looking for, and he has a really limited palate too. So it's like, I want that watermelon frost.
Yeah.
So, and I might can get him to move to a mango one day if he's in a really good mood or something. So that's like what I'm dealing with. But it's the same basically with almost all the people I convert. They're pretty much locked in to the Caliburn, and they don't want to do anything else because they are just super conservative about it. And I'm not sure what that's about, but that's really the truth. So I'm always looking for, you don't want to risk them ever going back to smoking, because it seems like it's always a danger. All their friends are still smoking, and because of the regulation, danger out there, risk out there,
And the stigma.
and stigma. No kidding, because everywhere they go, it's like the walls are closing in on vaping. Just every day it gets worse, and there's all so much bullshit out there.
Mm-hmm.
Misinformation, disinformation, FUD, all of it is just very bad. And they're not, even though I try to tell them the information, it's like it goes in one ear and out the other on them as far as them defending themselves against it. They don't remember the data, and I'll send it to them, and they'll be just like, I don't know, it goes wherever it goes. In any case, recipes are great. So pod recipes, I've got the stuff from Wayne's, and I troll around for it, but they're very simple recipes. It's not like you have to remember anything. It's just about getting the, the concentration's high enough that it cuts through the noise.
Yeah.
They're very simple. They have to be very simple, 2 ingredient recipes, very, very strong, that kind of thing.
Super sweet, super strong, super saturated.
Super sweet, super strong, exactly.
Yeah, because I find that with a couple of people I converted to. It's like same thing. It's like, what? I gotta plug this in. I gotta pop this. They'll just, whenever these were around, it was just, you pick this up and you're done with it, and you go. But yeah, it's trying to get people off of disposables is tough too.
Oh God, dude, we should talk about that. I want to get everybody's experience on that. Any information you guys have, dude. Salt Nick is the devil. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just put it out there. Salt Nick is the devil. Pods are, I mean, not pods. Those things,
Disposables.
are super hard to get people off of. I have found. I have had a harder time, no lie, a harder time getting people off of those than cigarettes. And I am not lying to you right now.
Yep.
Please give me any input, experiences.
I keep these around whenever this one is very old. When I go on vacation, or if I go to the beach or something, I don't like taking my devices. So I'll pick up one of these. The battery lasts forever. The flavors last for, like I said, this one's probably 6 month old. So I keep them around, but every now and then I'll just take a pull on that, because some of these flavors are just outstanding. Like and you get a good hard nicotine hit from it, and you just put it down, and that's the thing, right? It's like, from a smoker's perception, like that's satisfying to them. Like sometimes these guys are a little harder to, like, you have to get the right device and flavor for a single person for them to have that physical switch to click off and on to something else. Like,
And high enough nicotine content, because that's the main high enough nicotine content.
Yeah.
If you're using freebase.
Right. Correct. So, like you said, you have to build the pod mix correctly with the right device. Like if the airflow is not right, if the draw is not right, it's not going to click that switch off of a cigarette. You know, of that instant heat sensation. You know, the whole physical thing with the ritual of smoking is. You know, I remember one of my favorite things was packing a pack of cigarettes, pulling that foil out, and flipping that middle cigarette over. It's a ritual. It's hard to click off of that. You know,
absolutely, it's a whole thing.
But for me personally, once I had the right combination of device and flavor, that was it. I was a Taro Mini Vaporesso guy with the ceramic coils and Cosmic Fog Milk and Honey. Those two together were
having that a couple times.
That was it. You know,
Cosmic Fog had a strawberry one that was banging. I can't remember.
Yeah, their strawberry is good. I can't remember what it was called.
And then I was using Black Note flavors because I wanted to stay with tobacco, and then I ended up accidentally putting the Cosmic Fog into a coil that already had some milk and honey, and that's whenever let's put these two together in the same bottle, and then you know that was probably my first mixing experience.
Right.
And yeah, it was like I was in love with that Cavendish flavor that they have, Sonata. It's awesome flavor.
And, yeah, Sonata. I had it too. I went through a whole phase with those guys. Just loved those Black Note flavors. When I was in between transitioning from tobaccos to bakeries and dessert, all that, you know. Yep.
And then that Cosmic Fog really lit my senses up to like what's possibly out there. And I guess that's kind of the thing, going back to your previous thing, is like just finding that right combo is going to flick that switch off on someone's head that I don't need these cigarettes, I have this. And then they look past the physical battery, clicking, juice, you know, things. So but these are tough because these days they are pretty outstanding, and for what they are, they're successful. They can get, less harm.
Right.
Oh,
how much less harm is to part, right?
Sorry to cut you guys off just 1 second. Pegasus Vapor Academy is here. Have a good one, Pegasus. It's good seeing you, man. Came up with some of the coolest, most innovative atomizers you ever saw. So Pegasus, good dude. I always enjoyed getting to hang out with him. So give Pegasus some little hearts. But okay, back onto disposables. I think another reason, obviously the nicotine concentration, that really gets people hooked. That 50 milligram, if anybody else besides me watched that Juul documentary?
No, not yet. It's on my list.
Oh yeah, it's in my queue. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, so they interview a lot of like the Juul employees that helped found it, and like towards the end, one of the guys is just sitting there vaping away on his Juul, and he's like, I'm more hooked on this than I ever was on cigarettes. And I've always likened it to the difference between crack and cocaine, like the regular freebase Nick versus the versus Nick salts. Like one's gonna hook you instantly. The other one, you're gonna develop a pretty good habit if you stick with it. You can wean yourself off of it using freebase. I just tell people get ready to vape a lot. That's one of the things I tell them. Like you're not going to get the instant hit. It's going to be more of a slow burn thing. It's one of the nice things about freebase. It's not just there and gone, so you're not just hitting it constantly. But yeah, they're. I mean, the companies that put them out, and I haven't ever bothered to try and track them back to whoever's putting out the big ones these days. I used to do stuff like that. I'm not particularly interested since it's keeping people off of cigarettes, but I mean, it's that just right combination for smokers and young minds. Like it's super sweet. Like Sifu was saying, the flavors aren't bad. Like I vaped a couple of them out, and the flavors weren't bad at all. Um, I even had a strawberry sundae from somebody that was downright pleasant. Um, but yeah, I mean, when I ran out of that disposable, like man, I was fiending. I was fiending something fierce for some nicotine. Um, so every once in a while, like if I'm in dire straits and I'm just dying for something, and I wind up going out and grabbing one, I try and vape through it as quick as I can, and then just hold myself up and just vape my face off until that urge is gone. But they're pretty nasty. They're pretty nasty.
Like this lemon heads flavor, it tastes exactly like a lemon head. Like it's like I like lemon heads, and that's you know.
Yeah.
I had another one that was like a grape papaya thing. Man, it was like what where has this grape flavor been all my life? I've been trying to make a decent grape forever. Like
Oh yeah.
this is just how is this good? You know, but yeah, it's sensory overload. Like that dopamine hit you get from that right thing.
Yeah. And
You want
most of the time, it's got a pretty nice type, like kind of a restricted lung hit. So you're sitting right in between the lung hitters, and you're sitting, somebody that's used to that real tight mouth to lung draw. It's
Well,
you
two
know
is
it's
no jump.
kind
They
of
know what
it
they're
kind of
doing.
tickles everything.
yeah, Kelly, they know what they're doing. Like
They know what they're doing, and you're not wrong either about the freebase versus suits comparison with cocaine and crack. It is exactly the same thing. That is I mean, not exactly the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the right comparison to make in your brain.
Yeah, it's
Caffeine, right?
that's the best way I can describe it. Like one is designed to hook you instantly and never let you go, and the other one, it can be a party thing.
It's the right comparison.
If you're careful about it, they both the addiction leads the same place, but one's a far worse evil than the other. So
To people though, I mean, my point was that because you need a right way to frame it when you discuss it with people, and that is the right way to describe it. Because it does turn the switch in your brain the same way the other drugs do, and it's a good way to frame it is all I'm saying. I think that's very smart, and it's exactly the way I frame it to people as well. I've been saying it that way to people for years, because if they started the transition from smoking to vaping with Juul, it's the other hill we have to climb. And like I said, I did that with my son. The way I do it though is I start them off. When I switch them to the Caliburn, I immediately do it at a higher nicotine level. So we go 9 milligrams at least right away without even trying to go any lower.
I would have gone higher. I'd
depending
go
on
like
where
24.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It depends on what they were buying. It depends on what they were buying from Juul, right? Which strength they were buying. He wasn't buying that high, so it was easier to do with him.
Okay, yeah,
But
nine
the
or
9 was plenty.
12. Yeah, that'd be pretty good for him.
Right.
Yeah, for those
Right.
people that are on like the 20
yes,
and
you're
30.
right. You have to go way. Yeah, you could go. You could go way higher than that if they were. If they were buying a higher level, you'd have to go 36 even. I mean, it depends, right?
Yeah.
But you have to be mixing to help anyone do that, because you can't buy the commercial flavor that high.
Right.
Otherwise, right?
You know which ones were tough for me? Whenever Homeboy came out with his 20 milligram disposables, man,
Okay.
I had to like just not look at that website for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 20 milligram Nick salts. I mean, I saw someone mention it in the chat earlier. I mean, I think that should be the absolute max end of it. Like, I don't think 50 milligram Nick salts should be available. Period. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. Even someone smoking
Yeah.
3 packs a day, they don't need that.
No.
Especially not with a Nick salt.
Yeah.
Like you're still
Yeah,
gonna get your fix, and you're still, a chain smoker that's smoking 3, 5, 10 packs a day. They're gonna be hitting that damn thing just hard to the floor anyway. We were able to get people off with 24.
That's what I quit with.
24 of regular freebase. Why wouldn't 20 work?
Yep.
Why do we have to push it that high? But
on a 3 ohm coil at 8 watts.
because we need to hook people. That's exactly why. Because we need to hook people. And like I said, once you get the
And they
hooks,
didn't
once
ask
that
us,
Nick
did
salt
they?
gets in there, it's a tough thing. If you don't know what you're
And they
facing.
did not ask. They did not ask experienced vapors what to do about that. All they did was make that money.
They didn't care. No, I mean, you'll see that in the documentary too. Like they really didn't care what they were doing. The only time they ever reacted is when they got themselves in trouble. Other than that, they didn't give a shit. So a few of them did. A few of the employees that they interview, you can tell that they really cared. Hey, we're saving lives. We're making a difference here against cigarettes. But then you have the guy at the top who doesn't hit the jewel at all. Is just looking to cash out. He looked at it like a tech company, like build it up, sell it up to somebody higher, which is exactly what he did. So later, Arnie S. Be good, man. Good seeing you.
Hey, y'all, I gotta get off here myself.
Yeah, we should probably
see you,
start
hippie.
winding down a little bit.
Yeah.
We've been
Yeah,
we've
my
been at
football
this
game's
for
fixing to come on.
3.5 hours. Yeah. Well, hippie, what's your parting words for folks?
Stay off them stinkies. Keep a smile on your face. And keep on vaping.
That's right. Love, peace, and chicken grease, right?
That's right.
All right, brother. Be good, man. Thanks for stopping by. Love you. Thanks for the idea. I named a couple recipes after you today.
Later, y'all.
Be good, man.
Thank you, hippie.
Yeah, let's start rolling around the room. Yeah, we've been at this for 3.5 hours. By the time we get around the room, it'll be like 4. So
I didn't even know it's been that long, but it would make sense because my fish have all just been looking at me like I'm starving them.
Your math is bad today.
2.5
Mr.
2.5
Flash.
hours. 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours.
Well,
It'll be
you didn't
3 by
start
the
when
time
you
we're
wanted
done.
to.
When's the last time I
Feeding
did a
fish.
DIY show that lasted 3 hours there, Swaggy Shane? Don't you be giving me no lip.
No
I'm
lip, potato
delirious.
chip.
I'm delirious, man. I'll just let's go. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Not it. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Not it.
Not it.
Kelly was muted, so
Damn it.
Kelly,
Not
you
it.
didn't.
Not it.
I was unable to hear it. Just generally, what we like to do: plug anything you want to plug, and then just some final kind words to the folks that hung out with us for 2.5 hours.
Oh, I got nothing.
You got nothing? You don't have a channel that you like to point people at, or no?
No, I'm doing everything on the down low, baby.
Okay, ready. Well, what's your username on ELR? How's that?
I'm spotting.
Horn spotting?
Coil spotting. Like train spotting, but with coils.
Okay,
'Cause
coil spotting.
Yeah, coil spotting.
Okay,
Hey there,
everybody.
Sifu Mustache. See you on the yo-yo.
Yeah.
So yeah, coil spotting over on ELR. There you go. I took it. Any kind words for folks?
Oh yeah, thank you so much for inviting me, Swaggy Shane, and really appreciate all y'all. I've seen you guys and appreciated all your work for years. So thank you so much for everything you do. Appreciate it.
Thank you for keep on fighting that good fight.
Yep, all y'all do that too, please. Your work is so important.
Yep. Keep it alive as best we can. Have a good one, Aussie Shano. Be good, man. I'm gonna throw it over. Oh, now you get to pick the person that gets the spotlight, Kelly Bell. So you get to put whoever you like. I can't read lips.
I want to hear from Shane. We haven't heard near enough from him. Is he still here?
I've heard
I'm
way
still
too
here.
much. I've heard way too much over the years from Swaggy Shane. He doesn't get nothing. Go for it, Swaggy.
All right. Just in case you haven't seen it in the chat, up until we close, I'll do about an hour. You can get 25% off with Froomy. Froomy is the oldest code that we have on the site, and it's always been the highest code, so it's always 25% off. We have the OG flavors that are being phased out. I'm not sure how many people saw that, but over the years, I've learned that people like more concentrated flavors, and it's just easier. So we're just phasing out the OG flavors. If you have any problems with
You're
any
not
of the,
fucking touching my blueberry.
yes,
Not
I am.
fig either. Fig bitters. Yay.
So they're basically the same flavor profile. You just have to either dilute them or use them don't listen to Lumi.
No,
Just have to use them at lower percentages.
no.
But those are 75% off. You don't need a coupon code for that. They're 75% off until they're gone. Most of the sizes that are left are bigger sizes. So go ahead and grab.
Do you have like a
some
liter
from
of
there.
blueberry? I'll take that off your hands.
I mean, I'm sure I have a liter of blueberry.
Let me know what I owe you.
Since my one shot has original blueberry and you've already tried to swap it out on me once, you're not fucking touching my blueberry.
Oh, it'll all be good. But other than that, I'm glad to see everybody stopping by. A lot of old faces. I was hoping to see a few more. There were some people that said that they were going to stop by, but life happens, and unfortunately, we're set on a back burner a lot of times now, just because who knows what the future of everything is, which makes it so frustrating. You've got YouTube channels that get struck down right, left, and center, and you have to watch everything that you say because one day something's okay, the next day nothing's okay. It's just so frustrating because I put so much passion in my life into this, and there's so many people, as we all have, and there's so many people that try and just the ridicule these days is worse. If somebody sees you vaping, like, you actually believe the people that, you take a combustible tobacco and smoke it, and you think that that's better than vaping. I mean, the way that our world is today, it's just plain scary. So it's just frustrating, and hopefully we can. I know that there's a lot of people that are moving over to X. X is controversial these days. People are, either pretty much love Elon or hate him, but he's monetizing over there. You can live stream, and you don't have to worry about what you're
Kick is the new
saying.
thing.
What's that?
Kick is the new thing.
I mean, Kick more so for gaming, but like X, it's your more consistent monetization is on X versus Kick right now because Kick's so new, and they're gonna get DMCA stuff real soon, and that's gonna be a kick in the dick for them. So, like primarily right now, most of the vapor viewers that are still left are moving over to X. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we still have some bastions of sanity somewhere that we can rely on, and wherever that happens to be, we'll make sure that we let everybody know and where they can see us and where they can talk amongst themselves without fears of repercussions. So, but until then, let's just keep on working through everything. And I was glad to see everybody, and hopefully Everybody doesn't stay strangers. And that's
All
it.
right.
So go to vso.com, pick up some stuff.
Who are you throwing it to there, Swaggy Shane?
I am going to throw it to the Mandalorian.
Son of a bitch.
He's been his usual silent self, trying to sit in the back and lurk and snipe us off one by one.
Yep. Really nothing new. I need to get off my ass and get these Zoid models done.
It looked like it was coming
So much
along.
time consuming though. Yeah, but then I got sick and said fuck it, and it still sits.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing really new. I
Right.
did throw up 3
I figured.
just for old time's sake.
I figured it would be at least 3. So, all right, Larry. Well, it was good seeing you, man.
Yeah.
Who do you feel like putting on the spot?
Let's throw it to Leafa.
All right. Thanks for everybody joining today. Thanks for inviting me. Came out of the blue. I'm like, all right. Fresh popping me out of the blue, saying, "Hey, come on the show." I'm like, all right. A lot of my stuff is transformed. I'm very sporadic when I hop on. I'm trying to do more lately. Like Louis said, I'm more going towards Kick just because of their monetization abilities over there. I do like the looseness that they have a little bit over there with their lack of censorship right now. I'm sure it will change. They'll introduce ads and stuff like that, and things will have to change. It always does. But you know, us vapors were kind of the Wild West boys, anyways. So I like to run with the Wild West crew as well. So, but you can find me at most everything now is branded Leafa_live. The only thing that isn't is over on Kick. I was able to grab just Leafa. That's weird to have just a 4-character brand name on somewhere, so I had to stick with it. Yeah, right now I'm thinking about just doing a playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 2. Just play along with having my face down in the corner of an Old West game, kind of looking like one of the characters. I think it would be funny. Plus, I'm old. I'm not gonna go out to bars. I'm not gonna do drama things. I'm just gonna play through a game that looks beautiful to watch, and probably once I get to where it's free roam, maybe I just ride the horse up to the mountain and we just sit there and talk for a while, or we go and rope people in town and take them to the crocodiles and in New Orleans section. That's always fun. Feed them to the gators. But crazy shit like that. But like I said, it's been fun hanging out. Good to see some familiar faces, even though I haven't been around in the scene for a number of years. Thanks
It's
again.
just a pleasure hanging out with you, man. Like I said, I miss that sexy face. All right. Who
Oh,
you
I
put?
have to send it over to somebody.
Yeah, you gotta put somebody on the spot.
Yeah. I'm gonna put. I am gonna move this over to RJ for his spot. Put him on the spot. But also, I'm gonna put him on the spot because you were bringing up probably 3-year-old Lumi braids or something like that. I'll I'll trump you. I have, and not only do I
Yeti.
have the box, but there's still quails in
Lagoon food.
there. I can't find the baggie, but I still have the baggie somewhere that says Lifa's They were like wrecked wraps. There's some in there, but I do have like one of his series coils, some of his frame staple fused.
Well, those were delicious.
Oh,
Fuck, man.
Some good old jugs.
Oof.
They're sitting there. It was, at certain points, it's like it's got to be a special time to put those into something. And it's got to be the right. It's got to be the right atomizer. So, like I said, I had to
Of
get
course.
the knife out and go,
Of course. Well, thank you, Swag, for sending me an invite for this, and it's great to put a voice to a name that I've heard and seen in chat for like since 2013, whenever I first got into this whole fucking community.
Yeah.
That's still really fucking weird to me. The only thing I will I will put up, because everything else is kind of separate from my vape stuff, and I don't want people to know about that. Is RJ Vape's Instagram. Like, come shoot shit with me over there, slide into the DMs. If you live in Texas and you want to come down to San Antonio, what's up? But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't do anything on my vape stuff really anymore, and I barely have time to do fucking live streams. I literally closed my shop today just so I can do this, because I was like, fuck it, I don't care. But yeah, it's great being here.
Well, thanks, RJ. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's great. It's great seeing you, and you look like you're in a lot better place than the last time I saw you. So,
Oh, dude, whenever we get off of this, I can go into the greatness that was the last like 9 to 10 months of horseshit. But yeah, thank you very much. Yes. Thank you very much for having me on. Send me an invite. This was a lot of fun.
excellent.
I will send it to Adam.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just the same person I was last time I was on the show, so I don't really have much to update or say. There will be some new music from the band coming soon, sooner rather than later. I dropped links to my YouTube live stream and my Spotify for the band, which is pretty much what occupies most of my free time these days in Minecraft. So, but yeah, we're me and Eddie are gonna start working on bass tracks very soon, and then we're gonna get little drummer boy in the studio and record some freaking sick drum tracks, and we'll have like a 10-song album soon, hopefully.
Excellent.
Yeah, we've got a lot of new shit, and then we were like picking through songs for the album, and then I was like, well, I have like 3 more whole songs, and Ed's like, 3? I was like, well, yeah, I showed you like 1 or 2, but there's like probably 1 or 1.5 more, and he was like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're gonna record an album and then record an EP like directly after it. And I was like, yes, let's do it, because I want to keep pushing that shit, because we're both getting older. Our drummer is a decade younger than us, so I want to keep playing as long as I can, while I'm physically able to do it. And then we were talking about disposables earlier. Eddie, my singer for my band, is now 9 months off cigarettes, thanks to disposables. And it's showing in his singing, like by far, like noticeably, he's just got more endurance, more stamina as a vocalist, and it's thanks to vaping. So, trying to get him off of those 50s. He's been buying 30s here and there just to try them, and I'm like, good, dude, good. Like, keep it up. Just don't smoke cigarettes. He's like, I will never go back to cigarettes. It's like, yes. Like, he can't even fucking stand them anymore. So, but yeah. Other than that, thanks for having me, Fresh. It was good to see everybody, all the rando people that I haven't seen in a long time who were in chat. It was cool to see all your faces again, or your names again, I should say. And pass it to Lumi and Tira.
What are we doing?
Say
Outro, Lumi.
your outros. Let Tira talk first, though.
Oh, Tira, you want to say something?
I can see if Padme wants to come back up.
Tira?
Never
Okay,
mind,
That's
she's
Tira.
not here.
Nothing to do with me.
No, Tira's got nothing to say. She doesn't bark, so not surprising. I'm just happy we all got to. Well, I'm just happy we all got to hang out again and just all be in the Zoom room, just chilling, bullshitting. It's been a long time. Life has gotten crazy for a lot of us. So it's good to just reconnect to the world a little bit and just say hi. I don't really do much anywhere very often. I am absolutely drained because of work for the most part, and I also have far too many fish that I have to upkeep. But I do try to pop around if there's an invite my way. I like to show up and yeah, get you some VSO stuff. And don't worry, he's not touching that blueberry or I will shank a bitch. I'll pass it to Sifu.
Thanks. As a fan, thanks for letting me hang out, guys. Been following you guys for a long time, so it's always fun to come and reconnect again. So don't have much to say. I'm kind of out of it. I'm still stalking, but I haven't interacted much. I do answer the few questions every now and then if I see someone that needs help, but otherwise I'm mostly a stalker these days. So, but if you ever need me, I'm around the internets. So Instagram, Messenger, wherever, just hit me up. I'll help. So I'm on ELR. You do hashtag stash and all of my stuff from my old line should show up and give me a follow. And thanks for having me. And I think who's left?
I think it's just me. Yeah.
Yeah, Fresh. Take us
So
out, bro.
yeah.
Take us
So
out.
everybody, yeah. If you're not following Sifu, go follow him. Really, really, really underrated mixer. Some of your mixes are just absolutely stunning. So, um, you know, I've always said when you're on the show, anytime you feel like it, just go ahead and jump on in. Obviously, we're not running shows regularly because I'm like everybody else. Life took over. Um, it's just how it is
Yeah,
now.
my new job's got me all over the place, so it's hard to
Yeah, I
commit
got
to anything.
same thing. New job, new house, new city, new state, new everything. So yeah, I'm no longer in Washington State anymore. Everybody, in case you didn't know that. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's tough digging out time to jump in, but anytime I'm able, hang out with, you know, old friends, new friends, just friends, period. It's always fantastic. And anybody that's ever been on my show, you're always welcome to come hang out. If anybody ever needs anything, feel free to reach out to me. I'm not hard to find. Um, Lord knows I've spilled my personal information all over the interwebs for years now. So if anybody's looking for me, all you got to do is keep a you just narrow your eyes a little bit and you'll find me. But yeah, it's just great to get together with everybody and hopefully this is kind of a reminder what this community was. Um, just a bunch of friends getting together, hanging out, um, talking trash and discussing the issues that are facing us. And I think we did a pretty good job of that this time. So, um, everybody that's out there was fantastic seeing a lot of the old faces out there in the chat. Al Ben's been watching my shows, I think, since the very first one. James Rivera was my first moderator. Um, Jersey First Life has been hanging out for a long, long time. Lord Sigurd, can't forget Lord Sigurd. Keith Wilson. Yeah, there's just the Ian Thomas, one
Sortil
of the
was out
best.
there.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sortil.
Sortil was out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Sortil's been following me around for a long time. And thanks for coming on the journey. It's been great, and we've all been able to support each other. Getting off of one dirty habit and picking up a much cleaner one, and one that had that still has a really good community around it. You just gotta kind of reach out and find it. Um, Obviously, things are a lot different now than they were even 6 months ago. You know, it changes all the time, and the devices and what we have available. And people, circumstances change, but as long as we're still, encouraging people to get off cigarettes, we'll still keep doing this sort of thing. Not sure when the next one will be. I've got New Zealand coming up at the end of the month, and then whatever else work throws at me in the meantime. So, but yeah, it's been fantastic hanging out. Swaggy was harassing me to do a show. Um, more than happy to help Swaggy out. Swaggy's one of the better dudes in this community. So one of the better dudes. He's one of the best dudes in this community. He's done nothing but support us, done nothing but listen to us. Um, give birth to some of our crazy ideas. You can see the results of some of our crazy thoughts out over on the VSO Flavors website. Making stuff that probably shouldn't have ever been made, but he did it for us. So, but yeah, I just wanted to let everybody in the comments know, everybody here know, love you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out. Anybody that showed up at all, thanks for stopping by. It was fantastic seeing everybody. It was fantastic being able to hang out. Remember, everybody, be beautiful to each other, educate, advocate, be good for this community. We'll see you on the next one. Who is? I haven't gotten Lumi in a while. Lumi, can you stew me out?
Remember, as you go through your day, try to be kind to one another. Support people getting off the stinkies. Live a drama-free life. Get you some VSO. Just chill. And get off your butts and vape.
Love it.
Oh,
Bye.
We're done.